information for you. Get it proper.
Oh, that's just wrong.
According to my notes, at least, he is a good-looking redhead that's well-to-do. He was taken away by one Rainier Neverember.
Bada bing.
Everybody likes Floon. People don't like Rainier.
So Floon, what you know, for those of you who, what you've been told over your search, Floon, he married. No, sorry. Floon is a native Waterdavian, in his early 30s with red hair, or what you believe to be red hair.
Okay.
He is well-to-do. Seems fairly wealthy.
I am ready. I might be slightly muting a little bit
he
just to
spends most
eat.
of his time carousing in taverns and bars. What you know of Raynar Neverember is that he is of noble birth, the son of
the former Open Lord of
the former Open Lord
Dagult.
of Waterdeep. Dagult, thank you. He is the son of Dagult Neverember, who is the current Lord of Neverwinter, to the north. Generally speaking, due to the reputation of Dagult, people of Waterdeep tend to look down on Rainier as just another noble who's out for himself. He is not well liked. Floon, on the other hand...
Oh, I'm sorry, my mic was muted. Hi, Arna. And Lambo, welcome back. No Peep, how you doing?
Well, you do that. The person who hired us to find Floon is named Volothamp. He's a bard. Bit of a merchant, I think, but he's mostly just a bard.
Potential confusion warning if you've never played D&D or anything of the like. This is going to be a little confusing for people. My day's good so far. I'm not going to lie, I actually slept in and I felt kind of lazy, but also really good about it.
Be visible to everybody.
Because I feel actually awake.
Should also be editable by everybody. But that might not be. That just has most of the...
How is your day so far is the real question.
Sandstar during the first session.
I'm looking at my notes tab and it's empty. That's on my player sheet. Am I looking supposed to look somewhere else?
The notes on the right hand.
Oh, skills, edits, and notes.
Kinda same? No. Not like in general, but like when I did.
Assets?
No.
Library?
Click the library and set it to play.
Oh.
And then note should be the second one from the top.
Nice. Okay, there we go. I see it. That's cool. Nice. I can just read this. Thank you for taking notes.
All right.
All right.
So we know, or you know, that Floon has been kidnapped, possibly by the Zentarum, possibly by Xanathar. Things are a little bit foggy at the moment. You know, the last person that Floon was seen with was Raynar Neverember. They left together in seemingly good company, and taken to the Zentarum hideout warehouse, where we are now. As a reminder, around the warehouse are the Kenku that you have slain, and about half dozen Zentarum and Xanathar Guild members, seemingly that they have been in a fight amongst themselves. So would you like to look around or talk to the Kenku first?
You guys can take the Kenku first. I can wait to open the door.
Right?
Sure.
Who would
okay. Is he awake now?
He definitely can be.
Alright, well, I'll go up to him and ask him, where is Floon? What have you done with him?
The Kenku caws at you and says in a nasally voice, follow the yellow signs in the sewers.
I really like much sound of going in any sewers behind.
Whatever he said.
Looks down at my white clothes and sighs even more.
I speak with a very thick Cockney accent. That's probably terrible if you actually have heard Cockney accents. Welcome.
All right, follow the yellow marks in the sewer. What else? What else do you know? Who sent you?
He cocks his head to one side, and in a deep orcish voice, Xanathar sends its regards.
Thank you, no people there, Hydrate.
All right.
Hope y'all are doing great today.
Anybody else have any questions they want to ask?
If I'm slightly quieter, it's mostly because I don't want to talk
Mr.
over them too
Kenku,
much.
Just nod or shake your head. Are you working for Xanathar?
He nods.
Thank you. So, a Zentarum guild, but the Kenku work for Xanathar.
What happened to these other people?
Xanathar sends his regard.
Oh, yeah, to the guild, I'm assuming.
I'm slightly lost.
Are you loyal to the Xanathar guild?
Go on.
He nods.
Alright. I'm slightly confused. So I know Xanathar is the guilds, or one of the two opposing guilds. So Xanathar and the Zentarum.
Atone walks up and asks, how many more are in this building?
God, his mic is still ass.
Atone walks up to him and asks, how many more of you are in this building?
About to send him my old mic. It's at least better than that.
He says, no time to loot the place. Just get him to the boss.
Is this the one that has a tattoo on his forehead?
It's a Kenku. He's got feathers on his forehead.
Are there more of you inside?
He shakes his head no.
Atone's going to put his pistol to beside the ear of the Kenku and say, if you lie to me, you'll go deaf, so you will never be able to talk again. Do you understand? Yes or no?
Deaf, so you can never talk again.
And if you're helpful,
I don't know if that's how
can, at least
deafness
for a
works.
time, grant to what I believe is the wish of many Kenku. Spreads my wings to show what I mean.
Make a notice roll, son.
Traits, notice.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
You still have the Joker.
It was a 9.
Sure was. Which is still enough for a race.
So this system's a little weird where it's like you roll everything on one dice, and if it hits the maximum, it rolls again, and it just keeps adding points. So you can just have the most nutty rolls.
No, that's not what I wanted.
Of anything ever.
Aurelius
all
puts
the
up
time.
a cautionary hand towards
Clear all. That's what I want.
to Atone, and
Actually,
says,
nutty.
we do not need more violence.
So you can just be the luckiest man alive, and you can just be the best
so with
character
your
ever because of it.
notice roll, Abby. You sense that the Kenku, at this point, is just fearful. He seems terrified.
It's okay, Atone. It's one. I get the feeling it's 1 on 5. I don't think we need to threaten him more. We might actually put him up if we do.
He cocks the pistol and says, are there any more of you in this building? Yes or no?
He shakes his head no.
And then he'll take the pistol away and put it into his holster. and say, "Do you have the red-headed man in this building?"
That's funny as shit.
In the same voice as before, no time to loot the place. Just get him to the boss.
Where's the boss? And if you say sewers, I'm probably going to rip out one of your arms.
He just sits quietly.
I rip out one of his arms anyways.
So the boss is in the sewers, is he?
Yeah, it seems like it.
I guess I won't stop you guys from doing what you will, but he has helped us, so if he is interested, I can still take him for a quick flight afterwards. Or at least try.
I think we should just keep him tied up. If we let him go, he's gonna go warn the others.
Well, Kenku can't fly. She would lift him and carry him into the air.
I understand.
And then potentially drop him if he annoys her. But I don't think it's an issue of him running away.
Beer jelly beans. Anders is muted.
He'll tend to do that as he addresses chat and the like.
Well, shall we go and explore the closed doors?
It seems like me. I mean, we go figure it out, yeah.
I would say yes, we do have it figured out.
I think that's what he said.
Tries to open the door
Something like that.
I'm standing next to.
All right.
All right.
The door is
I like how
unlocked,
it's become such a
and
fucking
goes
meme. They literally,
into,
I don't even know if they actually know what I'm saying anymore or if it's just
a
the meme,
small
but I'm
storage
okay
room.
with it either way. Yeah, this is a tabletop role-playing game. It's like D&D.
The door to this room hangs loosely on broken hinges. The cramped chamber beyond smells strongly of sour fish and vinegar. It's filled with discarded ropes, canvas tarps, and splintered wood from smashed barrels.
Okay.
I'm guessing nothing of particular interest.
Make a notice roll.
I would also like to see if what I taste on the air is similar to anything else I recognize from being in the town.
No. I see nothing.
The strong smell of sour fish and vinegar is just overpowering your senses, Akitas.
Okay.
Go ahead. Akitas?
Yeah.
You were about to say something?
Just acknowledging, so no roll necessary.
Interesting. Sour fish and vinegar sounds just
Abby,
disgusting.
Even with the result
Like
of
actually
2,
so disgusting.
I was giving you kind of like a hidden bonus, as he's not doing a very good job of it. You do see a person hiding amongst the barrels. You see a gentleman who looks kind of like that.
Interesting.
Very distinctive red hair, but the name tag says Rainer. That's
Sure
odd.
does.
Hey. We're not gonna hurt you. What's your name?
He looks up at you and says, "My name's Raynar. Raynar Neverember.
That's so.
Are you one of them?"
Xanathar or
Either.
Oh,
Either
is
of
this a
those brand
short game?
companies.
Oh, I think it was a short one. Shit.
not a?
I think he starts
no.
work later. Unfortunate.
If you're Rainer, where? You had a friend, right?
Have you seen Floon? Do you know where he is?
So you do know who we're looking for.
He and I
Well,
were taken and brought to this place. These other men came in and started killing people. I tried to hide. I don't know where Floon is.
Oh, we've got a lead for that. Are you injured at all?
I'm not injured, but I have been here for a few days.
Well, I don't think I've got any food on me, but maybe one of our companions.
I offer Rainier one of the legs that I've ripped off of Kenku. Uncooked.
He looks disgusted.
Oh, you are ungrateful. More for me.
He holds back a little bit of vomit, and looks back at Abby. Please, have you seen Floon? Do you know where he is?
We've got a lead that suggests he's been taken through the sewers, though I don't think we've finished exploring this place quite yet.
They must have mistaken him for me. Please, if you find Floon, let me know. I'll be ever grateful for you, to you.
Well, thankfully for you, we are already looking for him. Anybody else got anything to add?
Do we want to look around for
Like
access
the
to a sewer?
band message for that is foul
Or
language.
should we go outside and look in the sewer?
Thank you for the hydrate, beep.
I should be able to taste one in the air when I am outside.
Apparently, Big Follows is now foul language, and I
good to me.
love it.
Well,
130, dude, you're fucking
Alright. Is
Chad.
there any place you haven't searched for inside
That's
this
actually
building
nutty.
yet?
it looks like there's a back half on the top floor.
Once you're done with this, like, you're gonna like be so happy, but also so like, you might. I just hope you're not drained. I just don't want you to be drained.
See.
Too late.
So
bro.
are you
Then you may as well
leaving
finish it
or
now, right?
searching?
Gonna search around a bit, see if there's anything worthwhile, like especially in that pot we haven't been yet.
Okay. Go ahead and select a leader to do a group notice roll. Have everybody but that person make a notice roll for me.
Okay, who wants to do it? Who's good at noticing things?
Not me.
I've got a D6, and if we need to boost it up, I can boost it to a D8.
I need my.
I have a 6 as well.
I have a D6 plus 4.
A plus? How the blazes do you have a plus 4? Well,
Keen senses and alertness racial.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, let's get the scary-looking lizard guy to search around for stuff.
well, given that, let's see how this goes.
So you said everyone else make a notice roll, right?
Everybody but that person make a roll.
So that boost was for his notice, for whatever it's worth.
All right.
So his is now 2 dice types higher.
Yeah. Okay, so we got Relius and Atone and Anders and Abby having done theirs. 2, 3, 4 successes, 2 raises. So that's a +6. Akitas, increase your die type by 2, and give me a roll with an additional +6.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
It's like you took the best drugs.
All of the drugs.
Which are the best ones, clearly.
Everybody did very well on their checks.
One more loot.
Okay, so that is, you should also have a D6. There you go.
And now a second D6.
Yeah, so that explodes.
And that explodes.
I want to find gold and treasure right now.
Okay,
So
10,
that's 16. That's 26.
26.
Casual 26.
Casual 26. All right. The group of you looking around the offices find the following list of things. You find a secret hidden door leading into the back room of the main floor to that small little 5x10 room on the top left of the map. In that room, you find a number of paintings depicting the cities.
Thank you for the
of
look, guys, man.
Luskan,
Appreciate it.
Neverwinter, Silvery Moon, and Baldur's Gate. Each of those are worth 75 gold. Amongst a few smashed wooden crates, a couple of good crates that the paintings are stored in, wooden framed paintings wrapped in leather. They seem to be stolen possibly from the docks. You also find another crate that contains 15 10-pound silver trade bars.
Oh, that's going to be
all of
heavy as
which
fuck, though.
are blackened from corrosion. But you estimate that they'd be worth about 50 gold each. So that's 15 of them, and they're 10 pounds each. Searching the offices upstairs, they seem in disarray.
How is there more?
A lot of broken furniture, dust, cobwebs. But you do find a piece of paper that is in pristine condition.
Maybe not. Hurt my ass.
That seems completely out of place for how broken down everything else in this place is.
What does it say?
It is blank.
A blank? Maybe there's a secret message on there somewhere.
Does it taste like there's anything on it? Like any kind of, like, maybe urine?
Nope. Tastes like clean parchment.
I arrange that for you if you like.
No, thank you.
Anytime.
Aurelius, go ahead and make a knowledge arcana check.
Knowledge arcana
I have to be the one, like, it's weird because, like, I'm not like a casual. I love D&D and shit like that, but I have to be like the one, like, everyone. I feel like a lot of people do take it very seriously,
Arcana, right?
and I enjoy taking it seriously, but I enjoy just
picked the
fucking
wrong
around too.
checker. Am I? Yeah. So with that, you can tell
So it's interesting.
that this sheet of paper is magical. You identify it as a paper bird.
A paper bird?
A paper bird.
Is it like in the shape of a bird, or?
No, it is a blank sheet of paper. One sec.
He's trying to find his notes.
That.
Loading.
It is a magical sheet of paper that, after you write a message on it and say the name of a creature, as long as they're on the same plane of existence, it will automatically fold into a sheet of paper, or into a origami bird, and fly to that creature.
Oh, that's could be very useful.
What's up, Froggy?
Upon
I'm doing well. How are
arriving at that
you?
Creature, it becomes a non-magical, inanimate sheet of paper,
Yeah, what
but
is
can
it? Shit.
only be unfolded
That's not me. What was
by
it?
the intended person.
I can't remember. Son of a bitch.
So I exposit this information to the rest of the group,
Emote.
and I carefully put it into my bags I think this might be useful later on.
I tried sleep, I hate it.
I have a little hunch that the people described our friend
I love it. I'm happy I got some sleep last
Floon
night.
as being a
Thank
redhead,
God.
and
It doesn't like me, but I
Raynor
died
as
like 3
wearing
times.
purple and being black-haired. So
It's
how
okay. It's
come
like a video game. You
Raynor
respawn.
has red hair and isn't wearing purple?
That is because I made mistakes last session.
You flipped around their descriptions.
No, they're both supposed to be redheads. They look very similar. Their identity is... It's possible to mistake their identity. They look similar enough.
If you're not like a humanoid person-ish, is what I would assume.
Oh,
All you smooth skins look alike.
Exactly, just like that.
I don't know how to feel about that.
in all
Ariana
fairness
Grande
to
was
that,
killing you? I mean,
Nikitas, how many
I feel like she'd do that.
smooth
It's like
skins have giant bat
she
wings
does
and
seem
bat
like the
ears?
psycho girl that like doesn't let you pull out
most
sort of
delicious kind.
stuff.
Oh,
She would worry me in that way.
Response.
I'll be mindful of that.
Offers a thumbs up
You
to
guys
the
are ready to
teamwork
move
from
on, I
under.
do have an offer to keep if Kenku is interested. He did try to help us by the sounds of it.
Well, I think we just leave him tied up and leave him unharmed.
Well, like sleep little.
He
That's
wasn't
good.
trying to. He was
I probably slept too long, which is why I
just
still
giving
feel
us
like I got
information. I think
stuff
his
in the
life
corner of
is
my
worth that.
eyes, but
Well, yes,
I'm
but
happy
I did
because
offer
I
him
hadn't
at least
slept
let
like the
him
last couple
experience
days.
flying for a little bit.
I mean, you could offer it to him, I guess, as long as he doesn't escape and go warn people who are searching for.
I'm guessing we're just... Is he-
Suddenly, you all hear the sounds from outside
Okay.
of a man calling in. Everyone inside, throw your weapons down.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna turn into a lizard. A
It
small lizard.
looks like it's time to run into the sewers.
This isn't a weapon, this is a walking stick.
Exactly.
Throw your weapons down. We all coming in.
Oh,
As you hear on the 2 man doors, the sound of small battering rams.
whoa, whoa, whoa! That's
Boys,
not
looks like it's time
necessary.
time to make a decision.
Satone will lean down and whisper to the bird, "Are those friends of yours, or are you about to die with us?"
He just looks scared.
Oh,
Leaving the bird, go into the sewers. It sounds like it's time to go.
Where are the... Do we have access to the sewers from
Um,
inside? Probably have to go outside.
So it's
The
like
2
I don't know if you've ever
entrances,
played
to the
Dungeons and
building are
Dragons
both
or
being,
Shadowrun or any of
uh,
those type of role playing games, but it's just a tabletop role playing game
from
that we're
outside.
playing through Fantasy
So we want-
Grounds.
so we can either try to... We can either wait for them.
So essentially, it's
talk
just a
our way out
role
of it,
playing game.
or
Yeah.
we
So
can
it's
go
just
hide
like
in one
that
of the
then.
hiding spots
It's
that
very
are
similar to
hard
D&D.
find, 'cause
It's
there's,
just
several
got a
of them
different
here.
rolling system to it, where all of your character traits, if you can see here,
we could just
I'll
walk
Atone
out.
and
make it bigger.
Anders have succeeded on stealth
are
checks.
basically it goes based
Akitas
off of
is
a die.
Lizard.
And if you ever roll
on
the maximum on a
climb
die,
up the wall.
it does what's called
Aurelius has
exploding.
also
So you roll it
succeeded
again
on
and
a
add the
stealth
second result.
Nice.
And you can
Natural
explode
one,
as
though.
many
Oh, well.
times on a
Sounds good to
die
me.
as you roll
Natural one on
maximum.
the trait, but your
So
wild
you
die came
can
up
just
5.
roll
good.
something
Alright.
out of this world.
So, do you want to hide? Do you want to stealth to a hiding spot? Is there a window we want to climb out? How you guys, how
Yeah,
you guys
so
wanna
it
do
makes it
this?
a lot of fun. What's up,
Okay.
Tom?
We
Yeah.
follow the Kenku.
Well, dice tier
Tone
system, yeah,
gets him
essentially.
up and says, "Get us out of here."
It's a good
or
way
else we all
to
die."
describe it.
Sure, if that's it. If that's what you want to do.
No qualms. No counter argument on my end.
I'm gonna climb
I
up
kind of
on
missed the plan
Anders'
because I was
shoulder.
explaining.
Okay.
Raynor, let's go.
Also, all that stuff that we found, are we carrying it out with us?
It's gonna be kind. The painting shouldn't be an issue, but the gold bars are kind of heavy.
Well, I think it's just the silver bars, but yes, you're correct.
Yeah, they are silver.
I make sure that if I have the time, I make sure that our hidden storeroom there is.
I'm doing very well, Tom.
Hidden again, so no one else can get in there and get our stuff.
Okay.
Still kind of waking up, not gonna lie, but
And
doing
then
very well.
I wait to see what everyone else wants to do.
Welcome back, Ariana.
Oh,
Well,
no.
Lorellis is a lizard sitting on your shoulder currently.
Oh he's on my shoulder.
I think he was on Anders' shoulder.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
I
Oh, I
believe
thought
it was
he
on
said
mine.
The problem with everybody having A as the first letter.
No, you gotta look at the second and third letter.
Yeah, I mean, at least all the second letters are all different, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
You can't mess with the naming conventions. It's
The
how it works.
fucking naming conventions of this.
Well,
So for anybody who
Okay,
can't
so-
see
Does
it,
the
we have
Kenku know a
Abby,
way out, or
Akitas,
is he just
Atone,
kind of
Anders, and
useless?
Aurelius. Everybody
He's
has an
just kinda
A and then
useless.
two
He
of the
just
same
looks
consonant
afraid
after
he's
it.
bound.
That was
I,
like the
I let him
naming
go.
structure, and I didn't want to break
broke
it.
the restraints and demands he get us out of here.
Okay. He looks afraid and
Oh,
panicked as he looks
different
around.
Ariana though. To be fair.
Raynar, on the other hand, looks surprisingly calm.
I asked
And
Raynar.
you see him straightening his top, his tunic.
I asked him, "Do you know a way out of here?"
Well, there's the door to your left and the door to your right.
What if those doors are inaccessible?
Well, then there's the bay doors, but I assume that those are going to be inaccessible as well.
How high are the windows again? I forget what we said last time.
they're on the second story.
Okay. Hey, Aurelius, freeze those doors. We'll go to the second story, break out a window, and get out of here.
All right.
As the doors begin to crack, you hear the same man's voice again.
Hate sleep though. Fair enough.
Every man inside, throw down your weapons. The city watch is coming in.
Offers a hand to the Kenku and presumably follows everybody upstairs.
All right. I like to use my ice bolt spell to freeze the doors closed.
Have we thought about talking to them?
I was fine with it, but we do
We
have
okay?
3 counts of murder on our hands.
I mean, it's only a Kenku. They're not even humanoids, right? What were we talking about before?
It would be the kangaroos.
Do they even care? Let's be honest. It's kind of like killing a bird. Like you just kind of slingshot one out of the sky. You think they're upset about that one?
Atone looks at Anders and goes, "Look at your party. We are all, except for you, non-humans. You think they will care?"
Yeah, but
or
you
not
can't look
kill
like
us?
humans. You don't look like little pigeons and just in a human skin.
For what it's worth, he's a giant cat. He's a giant lizard. I look like a devil.
Then you'll get the hell out of here, and I'll say I killed some birds. I don't care.
Yeah, that's the best idea. Aurelius, how's that freezing going? We need to
Alright.
go.
I'm gonna slide Akitas onto someone else's shoulder, and then I'm gonna start walking towards the door they're batting him in, and I'm going to set down my weapon, but right next to me in front of the door.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna shoot ice bolt at the opposite door with the
Okay.
attempt to freeze it.
I'll take the
Well, you
martyrdom. I don't
Roll
care.
damage.
Oh yeah.
That's probably more ideal than
I don't know if this is
actually
gonna
rolling
go
well
really
here.
poorly or not, but we'll
Okay.
figure it out.
Since you didn't want to break the door,
Mm-hmm.
you wanted to freeze it, so lower
Yes.
damage
I'm surprised.
actually helps
Why does
you.
Mercy have
Okay,
a
that's good.
global Twitch emote? I'm actually surprised by that.
As you cast your ice bolt,
Nobody plays Overwatch.
it strikes the
XD.
door and begins to freeze over.
I just went for
adding
thick
some
Cockney
resistance
accent.
to it.
That was my description, to the
but
point of I literally
ice versus
took
battering ram
a
won't
trait
hold
that
for
makes me incomprehensible.
We won't be here for long.
Like my
Running
negatives are
upstairs and getting out a
just
window.
being fucking
Alright,
hard
do
to
I choose the other
understand.
side, or should I leave the other side
I have
open for our
shitty
friend here?
all of
I'd
my
leave it
social
open
skills
so
because
he
of
can
it.
keep them talking there, and this takes a little longer.
Alright,
But
let's
it was
run
worth it to me because I just
upstairs
wanted to have a
and
thick
let's,
Cockney accent and just
find our
be
way
a
out.
Chad with a thick Cockney accent. But eventually, I'm just gonna make myself better and better looking,
Okay.
so it doesn't
So
affect me as
everybody
much
runs upstairs.
when I
Radar
take my trips.
comes over to the door as well.
If he happens to pass within arm's reach, I'll try to tap a boost persuasion onto him,
Onto Raynar.
since I wouldn't be in range to do it for Anders. Anders.
Yeah, you're good. I'll,
Oh well.
Oh, speaking of which, I probably forgot to.
wait, Akitas, did you stay with me? You didn't stay with me.
Yes,
Oh, you stayed on my shoulder. Oh, I tried to pass you off to somebody else unless you fought it.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, I was trying to leave you with the group. I assumed I was just going to either get arrested or have a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah, there we go.
Did I give away a Benny? Is that what just happened?
I'm fine
Each
sticking with you.
session,
Okay.
each session,
Up to
everybody restarts at 3 bennies.
Do I know who Somerset
I
is?
just
I
noticed
don't
this is
know.
Abby got a Benny from a tone.
Correct, because you had 4, so I just took one of yours and threw it on Abby.
Ah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, which is why I felt so
Just-
cheeky.
yeah, random
with
emotes.
my remaining bennies to refresh
I-
my power
A
points
lot.
at the end of
I actually
last
haven't seen a
session.
lot of these. I remember seeing the football emotes when they first came out. I've never seen entropy wins.
So, anything? Are we getting out windows? Are these windows locked in? Are we locked in? Are we able
It would
to
appear
open
that-
windows?
Atone, Aurelius, Abby, and if he follows the Kenku, will try to go out a window. While
Where?
Anders, Akitas, and Raynor stay to deal with the guards.
Sorry, so Akitas is staying behind?
I'm on Anders' shoulder still.
Okay. So as you guys make your way to the upper floor, checking the windows, you are able to open them. Some of them are broken. It is a 2-story drop.
Are there no buildings nearby? Aren't we in an alley?
Yes, but those buildings are also, 2+ stories high.
How ruined is how porous is the exterior? Can I climb
I'm
it
curious to
to get
see
to the roof?
if I actually get in trouble for this.
You might be able
Clogs
to.
do give a natural boost to climbing.
They sure do.
Probably not for all of us, though.
Well,
Definitely not
I'm
for all
also
of
kind of
us.
strong, so I can help most of you up. It's a Kenku, a person with wings, and an elf. It's going to be easy.
That is true. The person with wings has a pretty easy solution here. Yeah, you would be able to climb and gain the bonus from your claws. The buildings wouldn't be easy to climb, but because you would be able to dig your claws into the actual structure, you would have an easier time of it.
Good.
Okay, I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to go to this northern window. Is it open? Can I get out?
Yes, you are able to open said window.
And then I'm actually going to offer Abby
Just
to go
exclamation
first
point
and
lurk.
say, get out of here. Find us a path.
Well, alright.
Apparently I can do.
I'll grab Mr. Kenku. boost
Apparently
my
I can
strength
lurk
so
in my
I
own
don't
stream.
die. And... Holy crap!
You're
Oh
gonna
my
do some
God,
rocket launch?
who was
off of the
that?
window? Can you take me with you just to grab both of us?
Well, if that's enough to actually give me the strength, it would boost my strength to a D8. Yes, I would try to carry both of them doan.
Or up, or one of the
Of course.
I think.
With the increase of your strength up by 2 die types, with a little bit of effort, you would be able to carry them both to the ground, but you wouldn't be able to climb. It would be a controlled descent.
That's my goal. That's perfectly fine.
But are we going up though? I think that's what.
I'm going up because it's probably a shorter drop than the two-story drop. I can just jump across to another building.
Mm,
You guys just get out of here. Meet me back at the tavern where we found Volo.
All right.
all right, we'll go meet you there.
All right.
See if you can get our friend Anders out of there.
Does my best to grab a hold of the Kenku and Aurelius and carries them to the ground.
All right. With a safe descent from Abby carrying our Kenku and Aurelius, Atone, make an athletics check to climb up with a with whatever your applicable bonus is from your claws. I think it's a +2.
How do I add a +2 to this?
Down on the very, very bottom left corner, there's a modifier. Just make it a 2, and then roll your athletics.
Four is a pass usually, right?
That is correct. A 4 is in fact a success.
Okay.
You managed to climb up to the roof of this.
I have a lot of
warehouse
commands.
building.
Ironically, not a
It's
commands command.
Slightly slanted tin roof.
I should have like several pages of
and
commands.
your
Just
escape
depends on
is
what
made
you want to
easy
do.
from here.
A lot of them have been like custom made.
Over to
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I have like
Anders,
uptime and
and
typical like
Rainier,
uptime and
along with
follow
a kiss on the
age
shoulder.
and
Where did
shout out.
Rainer's token go?
Never placed it after you had to delete it because it was on top of the shadows for some reason.
All that stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Though Twitch has gotten better where they actually show uptime now. Remember back in the day when they did not show uptime. But I don't know if it shows on mobile. I still don't think it shows on mobile, but I guess I don't check for that enough on mobile. Yes.
Yep.
Good. So at that point, just as the rest of the party is making their hasty escape through the window, the lower
it doesn't show on mobile.
southern door here breaks open.
Angelica's
and enter
somewhere. I don't know where she's at right now.
Captain of the City Watch, Captain Staggett, along with a dozen watch members, come into the warehouse. Raynar sees him and immediately identifies him as a captain. Stepping forward, he says to him, "Captain, this gentleman here has rescued me from the clutches of the Zentarum Guild. I was kidnapped by them and brought here. They fought amongst themselves and some other brigands. And this gentleman rescued me. Captain Staggett walks up to you, Anders, standing very upright. Should have.
Thank you for the dab. Here, I'm hydrate.
This. There we go. He walks up to you and he says, "What's your name, son?"
Name's Honor, sir.
What?
The name is
Very clearly struggles
Anders.
to understand you. Anders.
Yeah.
All right. Did you kill these men here? He indicates to the half dozen or so dead bodies.
If you're implying that these bird creatures who stole my friend here are men, that would be me, yes.
and what of the other bodies? The half dozen or so elves, humans, halfling.
Oh no, I ain't killed none of them. They were dead when I got here. I believe they were probably gonna eat them. I'm not gonna lie. I think they were snacking on one of them. It's kind of really disgusting, if I'm gonna be honest.
I cough a feather out of my mouth.
I was gonna say, not gesturing to Akitas in the slightest.
Here is a Benny for that, Akitas.
Deserved.
Thank you.
He looks at you and he, looking around the room, he's like, well, at least it's just Zents versus Xanathar.
Yeah, I just want to come save my friend here. I heard he was missing, and I got a good lead that he was in here. I was trying to talk to the Walsh about it. I was trying to help y'all out, but you know, I understand you guys got to keep your matters private, and so I wanted to help out. You know.
You are correct. Staggett looks over Raynar and realizes who it is, and says, Lord Neverember, are you okay? The back and forth between them is cordial. They're definitely aware of who the other person is, though they don't seem to have met previously to this. He looks. The captain looks back at you, Anders, and says, "Well, if you're here saving Raynar, thank you for that. But going forward, maybe it's best to not meddle in criminal matters."
I don't know if this man would be alive if I didn't come in here. With all due respect, I think I've done well, and I will probably continue to meddle.
Well,
it's all right. I'm never gonna hurt the good guys. You know, it's like you people, you're great. You're watching and you're sitting and you're doing a great job. But you know, it's all these guild members, there's Xantums and there's Zingers. They're really bad people. I can tell. They're just hurting lost people. Not good.
You've earned a Benny for that as well. Well, if you must meddle, just keep the blood off the streets, okay?
Don't worry. I found a couple mops since I've been in the city. We'll make sure it's all gone.
Keep it out of the public eye, is what I mean.
Zofen, thank you for the follow.
Raynar kind of cuts in. Captain Staggett.
Rivens is just like this motherfucker.
Have you heard from Floon Blagmar? He was kidnapped with me and I haven't seen him. Staggett responds, if he's missing,
poor Rivens, he has to deal with my shit, but I think he enjoys it.
Or Xanathar.
He knew what this was when he invited me.
I haven't seen or heard or had any reports of a missing person. Now, if you'll both excuse us, he indicates to the door that you're free to go, and says, my men have some work to do here.
Yeah, at that I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Like strutting my stuff. Like I'm very proud of myself as well.
Fair enough.
Atone being stealthy on the roof. Does he see them walk out?
Yes, you do manage to see Anders and Raynar leaving.
You're like 200. You're like, I can't avoid spending them.
Okay, is there a nearby building that he can jump to and come down?
Yeah, you would be able to jump to the neighboring building.
Meow meow.
So as the two are walking, Atone's
Meow,
going to
meow.
drop beside him and ask if anything is going wrong or anything like that, or should we go and meet the group?
My fucking lizard's
But it'll be really
meowing.
fancy, like a Batman drop out of the night.
Fucking.
Okay.
My lizard's just on my shoulder. Meow. Meow.
Raynar says there's been no reports of Floon being
Fair enough.
missing.
So that would mean that either the Watch are not revealing it at all, or he's only been. You've been in here for 2
What?
days, you said, right?
Yes, they captured us and held us here. After some time, the
Bruh,
Xanathar
same.
busted their way in, and the two sides fought. I hid. Those Kenku have been here guarding the place, waiting for any more Zentarum agents to arrive.
So why wouldn't you, a noble who's well known, as well as your known friend, not be considered missing? What something doesn't fit right there.
Well, it's a matter of whether or not he's been reported.
And Atone's gonna look at Anders and say, Volo came to us. He came to adventurers as opposed to the City Watch if they haven't been reported missing.
I mean, with all due respect, I don't think the why the City Watch even showed up here in the first place is kind of a bit of a mystery. I think they're just handling gang violence. I don't think they're actually gonna push on and figure out where the man is.
So the City Watch showing up here and that horde of valuables that we saw, maybe they're connected.
You're saying maybe they're here just to make a little extra coin for the city then? Maybe for themselves?
Most likely for themselves. They came in not knowing what was going on, but they came in force to, and the only reason, especially if he's not been called missing, would be something dealing with those with the paintings and the silver.
And with all due respect, he kind of let me off pretty easily for the fact that I had potentially murdered a bunch of men. For sure, Fraggy.
I just assume that's how humans react to each other.
Not really. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know if they it's like gang violence and all that, but there's about 15 bodies, and some of them were chickens, but the rest of them were like decent folk.
So Atone is going to put his claws or his paws on like the scruff of of the NPCs. I forget his name. Neck.
Rainer.
And he's gonna kind of poke the claws out a little bit. You say, "So if you and your friend came here 2 days ago, did you know if there was a horde in there? You had 2 days to find it while you were trying to find a hiding spot."
I wasn't exactly moving around. I found a spot to hide and I hid. I managed to find cover while they were fighting amongst each other.
I heard you and the captain talking a lot. Did you know him? Do you know him?
I'm aware of the captain. He and I have never met, but he is well respected in the docks.
Respected by, and then he'll look over to Anders' good people, or respected by everyone else?
Respected by the merchant guilds, respected by the taverns, the people. He tries hard here.
It does sound like he's respected by people with money.
It sure does. So, has the captain been at the forefront of returning stolen artifacts before?
Well, if things go missing in the docks, he responds. Crime is at a high.
Crime is usually at a high when it's left to be left at a high, if I'm not mistaken.
Especially if we don't hear of any returns of the things that we found in there today.
Well, things go missing. Sometimes they're recovered, sometimes they're not.
Well, it sounds fishy to me. I mean, if I don't bring it back, it's probably because I'm a slimy
take it for
adventurer
your own.
kind. But that's just me. You'd imagine the city watch might have to respect that a little more. But in this crazy city, you never know.
Well, I haven't heard any rumors of the captain being corrupt, if that's what you're pushing towards.
Then why would he be here when you weren't considered missing, here in force, when we were very, very quiet on our taking out of everyone? So that amount of people would not have been easy to get together for a little scuffle that they probably heard.
There's 6 dead. It wasn't a little scuffle.
With all due respect, we
was 2
walked
days
by
ago.
several dead bodies in just the last day.
You said that you,
Oh,
and
definitely.
he points at the NPC, you said that you
I
2 days ago
operate at a
in the
very high
middle of the
temperature
fight
typically,
between the
so
two
if I sleep with
gangs.
socks on, I will
Not
wake
quite.
up to take them off.
I said that I was taken 2 days ago, held here, and hit. The fight happened hours ago.
How would they know about a fighting then?
Ruckus, one of the neighbors, reporting it.
Isn't this alley kind of famous? I don't know, but we were directed here as a classic gang hideout.
Right. The captain has had eyes on the building for some time before recently pulling the extra men to patrol the dock ward.
Well, I mean, I'm still not going to rule it out, but it's none of my business if he's corrupt, as long as he gets some bit of a job done. I don't think he's going to find your friend, though.
He's not even caring about him being missing. That's why that's why it's dangerous to be corrupt. Because good citizens like yourself, and he flexes his claw a little bit so it pokes into his neck, you will be overlooked when there's greed on the horizon.
I think you're reading into things. If he wasn't reported, that's not a matter of being neglected.
Aren't you like royalty around here?
Yes, but, well, not royalty. I'm of nobility.
Oh, tomato, tomato. Come on.
He sighs to. He sighs a little, and says, "I am of nobility. I am not close with my father and haven't been for years. I'm one to spend most of my time away from my manor, amongst different inns, taverns, and the like.
And then Atone is going to remove his paw off the NPC's neck. Sorry, I keep forgetting his name.
Rainer.
Rainer. He'll remove his paw off Rainer's neck, and then he'll go. So what would have happened had the captain and this task force came in and found your dead body?
Well, if I had been killed, I'm sure they would have put out warrants for both Zentarum and Xanathar. Increased presence, inform my father of my death. Neverember Manor would have reverted ownership back to my father. A hunt would have been put forth, but
So I got that's kind of suspect. And then why would they accidentally kidnap your friend instead of you? Why would they even want you? Ransom?
Who benefits when you don't?
Well,
Sounds to me you're more trouble for the gangs than you'd be worth.
Depends. You see, the Zentarum think my father embezzled a large amount of gold while he was open lord, and that he hid the dragon somewhere in the city. They think they can find it by using an artifact called the Stone of Galore, which I believe was recently in the hands of the Xanathar. Apparently, from what I was hearing, someone stole it. The Zentarum thought I might know something about the cache, and probably just mistook Floon for myself.
So, had your death occurred and the manor went back to your liege lord or father or whatever you city people call them, would it go to the city, or would it? Who would be able to get in there?
Into some
Your manor.
my mana. Sorry. I allow my friends and trusted allies access to my mana to use as they see fit. I do this to prevent my father from trying to take it, take claim over it. As I said, he and I haven't been close for many years, and he keeps.
Interesting.
He has men watching it.
You say you haven't been close, and your father is not a popular person, if I remember the rumors right.
Correct.
So, would this attack maybe have been his doing to kill you to reclaim the manor and get the hoard that he embezzled, allegedly?
I don't think my father would stoop to having me assassinated, but I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
With a task force of 12 guards checking out a scuffle between gangs and a hoard of of treasure in said room, I feel like it's within the possibility.
It's possible, but I feel that it would be unlikely.
Atone will continue to contemplate as they're heading back to the inn where we started. Yawning portal.
Correct.
Oh, did the Kenku take the gold Abbey offered him? It would just be like 5 gold to get him on his way.
Yes.
I would.
Well, hopefully he thinks well of us. If not, that'll blow up comically in our faces.
Yeah, I just don't remember mention of gold.
It was in chat.
Got it. Oh, there it is.
Oh wait, first game sequence.
Basically, we let the
Welcome back,
go,
Ariana.
offer some golds, and we're trying to meet back up with everyone else along the path to the young portal.
Okay. Yes, he accepts the gold and scurries off into a nearby alleyway. And from there, you're all going back to the yawning portal to meet up, correct?
Yes. Well, my idea was to double back and meet up with them on their way back to young portal, but either is fine with me.
I'm just following Aurelius.
Okay, so your goal is to intercept them on the way back to the yawning portal.
Whatever is quicker. We can still go back to the young portal.
Sure.
Just, you know.
Yeah, you managed to intercept the other portion of your party on the way back to the yawning portal as you all come together.
Sounds great.
Oh. Seems you guys got off scot-free.
Atone is going to do a small growl without realizing it and say, I think the captain had bigger things in mind.
Yeah, he didn't seem mind much. I could have been possibly one of the best murderers in the entire city at the moment. Hiya!
Oh.
And Tone's gonna knock his shoulder and say, hey buddy, you are one of the best murderers. I've seen you kill countless people. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Oh shucks, you fatten me too much. I would like to blush.
You successfully blush.
Hell yeah, I would have spent a Benny on that shit.
Is there a roll for that?
There is no roll for actively blushing.
Oh, okay.
I would like to passively blush.
Passive is even easier.
At some point, I'd like to go back to the that warehouse and see if there's any of that awesome
Do you let us
that was
know that
funny
you're
as fuck.
planning that? Because if you do, Atone's going to pretty much stop you.
Well, not right now, but
Okay.
eventually.
I'll be honest
So-
with you, there's gonna be none of that treasure left.
Most likely.
Unless the police, unless the town guard saw the, because I made sure to close all the secret doors and everything, so they wouldn't be able to tell. So
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, they're probably gonna ransack the place. You might be able to come back and find scraps, but even if the city watch is upstanding and we're not worried about corruption here, regardless, they're still going to take it for the town coffer.
we will see, but that's a secondary nature. It's not a priority right now.
Given that, our priority, shall we, depending on the time of the day, we may have to just wait till tomorrow. Or we can go sewer diving right now.
I mean, it's still nighttime, right? This is the best
It
time
is
to get in the
still nighttime.
sewer.
Yeah, we can go there. I can see in the dark. Anyone here can't see in the dark?
I believe that I and Anders are unable to see in the dark, but you three all can.
I can't see in the dark, but I can taste in the dark. So
It's alright, I'm still the best murderer around, so it's alright when I can see they're gonna die.
Well, once we actually get...
he was tapping your shoulder. I'm pretty sure he was talking to me. Mr. Munchie.
Well,
Alright, so we kicking it for the night then?
leave
uh,
it to you to decide. I do not want to deal with that mess.
I mean, I'm not really afraid to go back, but if I can't see, I'm not gonna be able to help you too much, so it's gonna be on you guys.
Can you even see in the sewers when it's daylight?
I mean, I suppose not.
Daylight or nighttime, it will be equally dark in the sewers. You can, however, bring some form of light source, such as a torch.
I think the sewers is gonna be it's gonna be like full.
I mean, nighttime you'd have low tide.
All right, then. I mean, I guess we can. That seems like a good time to go then, and bring a torch and maybe
A torch might be a bad move. There's a lot of methane in excrement.
well,
Hey.
then are we just dealing with the fact I'm never gonna see? Do we have any of you magical folk that can help that out, or what?
I can at least make the enchanted weapons I imbue with fire glow bright enough to see by, but that only lasts for about 30 seconds. I can't do it for too long.
What if it didn't involve the addition to the weapon? What if you just did a very slight and did like a low light in the weapon as opposed to the full blast flash that you would normally do in combat?
Fine. I can certainly try, but I have no way of telling how well it'll go. I'll leave that up to you, Rivens.
Yeah, you would be able to modify, to tweak your arcane power into, or rather your divine power into it.
Alright, well, given that, well, bring your staff here, or bring your sword here, Anders. Let's get these lit up. Right, I'm going to put the light on the top of my staff as well, so this is going to cost me 4 power points total. But hey, they both should now be glowing comfortably with
What's
silver
up, Vic?
fire.
Stream's going well.
We will say that they
Playing
are
some Savage Worlds.
glowing comfortably with silver fire. Go ahead and restore your 2 power
It's
points.
basically like D&D.
To create light is not going to cost you power points.
Alright.
I don't know about too many. I don't know. Variety's the spice of life, my friend.
Is one. Then there's one for selecting 2 targets, but whatever.
I just honestly, the worst part is I'm really bad at scheduling.
There we go.
or at least
Yeah,
announcing
adding
schedule.
it onto a power, sure, but
So I
you're
need to
just
start
creating lightning.
getting to a point where I can have my entire week
cantrip
scheduled
that
out,
away.
so I can go, I'm playing this and this, or I'm playing this from this day to this.
Whatever.
And then throughout the week, so everybody kind of knows, you know, when the game that they want to see is there, or
Where
if
did
they
the
like to see all
Kengu
games,
go?
whatever.
You let him go?
Yes, I hope he thinks fondly.
Oh yeah,
of
Valorant's
us,
free.
Since he got all healed
It
up,
becomes
I gave him a
addicting,
little
and then
bit
you
of
want
money to
skins,
help
but
him get
yeah.
on his way.
Great, so they'll know we're coming. Good job.
Sorry,
And
I'm not the murdery type.
Yeah,
Neither
so am
am
I. I've already spent a couple $100 on Valorant, but I don't think I'll spend any more.
did you at least tell him, hey,
Well, I can't
don't
be.
go
I'll
back
be honest.
for a
I don't know
minute
if I can say that for sure.
while
But
we do our thing? Or is he heading right
Fair
back
enough.
to his gang?
We have
Shoulders
no
down,
idea.
Pretty much.
if he went back to his gang, he knows he's gonna die. If he leaves, they can just assume that he died with all the rest of the Kenku. So maybe he left. You never know. Stay optimistic.
Well, into the sewers we go, I suppose. Follow the yellow brick road.
Yes, we're looking for the yellow markings.
Hi ho, off to seas we go. Yo.
Yellow signs. Alright. As we can close the Zentarum hideout. That's Fiesta Staggett. Quite the handlebars he's got.
I can ride my face with no handlebars.
So,
Did we ever figure out what the paper bird was?
It's a spell.
It's a bit of a one-way sending. It'll locate whoever's name you put onto it if they're on the same plane and fly straight to them.
Okay.
I say we wait till we get whatever direction from the yellow markings in the sewer, and then if we get stuck, we will use the spell.
No, Vic.
Why don't you just hold
this
the
is
bird,
me. This guy right up
tell
here.
it to fly to the thing, and then just not let it
Can
fly
I
fully,
open it?
and we'll just follow
Bird?
the bird in a straight path.
Guess I can't open it bigger.
I mean, we could do that, but the spell also has
Yeah,
the
that's
ability
me.
to send a message
Oh, I guess it's kind of hard to see.
to the
with that
person. Like, if we
there.
could either follow the bird, maybe hold on to the bird. It might not take us anywhere. It can
The
also
second one, Anders.
send a message to somebody
Anders Swenche.
that no one else can read.
can
So
actually
we
pull up
should.
this
But the
picture.
bird would be there anyway, so it heads towards him regardless if he's on the same plane.
You're
Just from
correct.
what I understand.
Yes.
Yeah, he is a hottie, but he is a.
Does holding it, would it still be able to actually
He is hard as fuck to understand.
show us the direction?
As long as it can keep flight, I don't see why not. But that's a GM thing.
yeah. If its movement is reduced to 0, or if it is otherwise destroyed, it essentially would have 1 HP. If its movement is reduced to 0, it turns to ash.
Yeah, maybe we need to do whatever order that was.
Okay.
Oh
So I guess
dear God, I'm so
me
sorry.
holding on to it would reduce its speed to 0.
I was
Not if
trying
you
to
never
find
stop.
my picture, and
You just
apparently I
run with
can't.
it.
Holding
Run.
something reduces its movement to 0.
What if we tied a string?
Oh, I know.
to
I
it?
find it.
Probably hold it to 0. I don't know if it has a whole lot of momentum they can use. I say we follow the signs, and if we get stuck, we'll use a bird and
That's
follow
my
it,
guy.
and just start running after it.
Sounds fine to me.
Sure.
Okay.
Atone's going to head towards a nearby sewer grate and try and get down.
All right. You are able to find a manhole and climb down into the sewers. There is no natural light, which you have resolved. A putrid stream flows along the sewer tunnel, which leads in 2 directions. In one
That's
direction,
still a
you
bad.
see a
Fair enough.
tiny symbol on the wall in yellow chalk. A palm-sized circle with
He's much
10,
more of a Chad than me, but I'm a lot more
equidistant
understandable
spokes
than he is.
radiating out from its circumference.
Okay, Atone's gonna go up to that thing and look for the next one.
Okay. Make a common knowledge roll. So you can figure out that these are going to be markers to indicate which direction to go. It's not going to be like a visual line of them. So if there is a fork, you will likely notice the next one as you continue along straight paths.
Okay, Atone is going to let the others know what he thinks, and then is going to try and look around for a way
Hello, how you
to
doing, Dion?
like stay out of obvious paths where he's trying to stealth through, but he doesn't know exactly how.
Congratulations,
If I have to
happy
stick on climbing
birthday!
the walls or go in the water.
Feels birthday, man.
The walls are made of stone.
If anyone else can do a Feels birthday, man, for my boy Dion.
You would find it and are fairly smooth. You would find it difficult to climb to the walls unless, of course, you are, say,
Hope you have an awesome day.
in small lizard form.
Enjoy yourself.
Woohoo!
And Abby is correct in her feeling of not being able to gain flight here.
Oh, well, for my girl
So
Dion, I am sorry.
Following the markings.
I
like
had
an
yet to
intelligent group of
ask.
people.
Yes, that
But
will
now
be
I know,
my
and I
plan.
won't mess it up again.
Go in the opposite direction. After an hour, can I get a marching order?
Atone will be in the lead, trying to stealth his way through, even if that means just being on all fours, being really quiet.
I mean, if you're trying to stealth your way through, then I'm gonna have to go towards the back with Abby because I don't want to have the light expose you. I'm hurt. I cry.
You can just sheath your sword. Wait, then you wouldn't be able to see.
And Anders also never sheaths his sword unless he's like, threatened. Like with the captain of the watch.
Wait, he never sheaths his sword unless he's threatened. So you get into a fight, you have your sword out, and then they come after you, and you're like, "Nope, put the sword away."
It's the ultimate flex.
It really is. It's 100% true.
He's just like, "Oh, now I don't need this. I know I can break you." Anyways, you know what I meant. But yeah, I'll be in the back with Abby.
Okay, Abby, you're agreeing and being in the back.
I would be probably.
Abby's always in the back.
Would probably be in the front of Anders, but behind.
Yeah, because it keeps you safer.
Like, exactly.
I am maybe second or third, depending on where Akitas wants to be.
Okay.
How does one cry in Spanish?
Akitas?
I don't know. How do you cry in Spanish?
I'll be climbing along the walls.
No mames.
Okay.
I don't know, Vic. It's sus. I mean, cries in novella maybe might be more.
As you are walking through the sewers, following the markings, we're going to do an interlude. Can't be minimum.
How lewd is it?
So
it's so lewd. Me and Rivens are gonna get banned on Twitch.
Public. A 6
I don't have enough viewers to get banned.
I mean, same to be honest.
Don't worry, you've got a trans character. You're safe from just about everything.
Can't explain it. Fair enough.
Anders.
Yes.
You are going to tell us a little story. So I'll just go over the basic mechanics of what an interlude is. An interlude is a tale that players tell in character along travel, downtime, things like that, to give them an opportunity to talk about who they are, what their past is like, what they're looking for.
I don't know if this is exactly the character you wanted to choose for this.
Sort of like skits in the Tales of series.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
So basically, I'm going to in character talk about our journey, like what I'm thinking as we're taking this journey, etc., etc.
So you got a heart. So I've dealt out a card. You should all be able to see the 6 of hearts.
Yeah.
The suit will give us a general category that you can choose from out of downtime, backstory, and trek. The downtime,
okay.
the hero practices. Okay, sorry. They've done some modifications to how interludes work from the
Welcome
last
back,
edition.
Froggy.
So you can talk about a tale of something that you love, lost, found, or are waiting for. Or you can talk about an enduring hardship that you've experienced, or anything else that you can come up with if you have a different or better idea. If you have something that you want to talk about.
Perhaps the story of why you wear women's armor.
This isn't women's armor. As you can tell, I have a very large chest and I need a little extra room. How dare you?
You're trying to tell me about having a large chest?
Listen, just because my back's not bad from it, it's like you're a lady. Anyways, so this is interesting. I didn't know this was a thing, or else I'd probably actually have some more prepared for it.
This is the perfect reason why interludes are a thing. It gives you the opportunity to learn about your character as well, things that you may not have already thought of.
Yeah. Well, it's
it brings you a Benny.
It's not. Oh, I'll take that. It's not even necessarily the like, you know, not wanting to learn about my character. It's the on the spot nature of it. But I mean, I'm not too bad on the spot. So, God, give me like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So why does the suit of the card matter?
So let me
perfect. Let's get distraction. Okay. I'm gonna pull this out for a second.
Taking this time to give Adam to think. Running an interlude when you want to give your players a moment to catch their breath and get into character. Allow those who want to take part to draw a card from the action deck. The suit of the card gives each player 3 choices: downtime, backstory, or trek. If a player draws a Joker, give everybody a Benny, and let
What's
them
up, Matt? How you doing?
Category. I'm pretty open about it, so if he wants to talk about something else or has an idea that he wants to interlude about, I'm not going to hold him to the card. The things that they can talk about are downtime, backstory, and trek. Downtime, what the hero does when left alone. A priest might quietly read a holy text while a warrior constantly sharpens their blade. Backstory, a tale of the character's past told through their
We're playing
voice
Savage Worlds, just essentially like
narration.
D&D if you're familiar.
Or trek, the story of an obstacle or challenge the party encountered on their trip. The suits give you something to focus on. So much like in this case, you're not put on the spot with no with no inspiration, nothing to go off of. So in the case of hearts, there's downtime. The hero practices a skill. What is it?
All right, I got
Backstory:
it.
a tale of the hero's greatest
Took me a
love,
minute.
lost, found, present.
I may or may not be
waiting,
using
on
some
them back home.
some
Track how the party endured a trying hardship on the journey.
old backstory and
Other
tying it in
examples
as
would
a bit
be,
of a meme, but
clubs. Your hero broods or is angry about something. What is it, and how does she misbehave? Backstory: a tale of misfortune from your hero's past, perhaps revealing something about their hindrances or a dark secret. Trek: a hardship the party overcame on their trip, the tragic death of a favored extra, spoiled or lost supplies, a mechanical breakdown, abysmal weather, or so on. So they just kind of give you something to target.
All right, was that the end of the? I got it. So
Go ahead.
all right, cool. Well, everybody, just am I regaling it to the party, or am I just?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, something that you're sharing with the people around you.
So, you know, there's this girl Debbie. Debbie, we used to call her Debbie down on the right. Cause it was in this whole house. You know, I gotta be upfront about it. You know, it's kind of guy I am. It's kind of bloke I am. We used to go down to this whole house at least, you know, once a month with the fellas. But there's something about Debbie. You know, she'd always be my selection. And you know, after about 6 straight months of seeing this woman and you know doing the dealings and you know it was itchy nights, it was something about her, you know. Just I think I fell in love, mate. It's just like the first time I ever felt that feeling, you know, you get in your loins, and you know there's just something about her, you know, the way her hair smelled, the way her face was occasionally covered in blood. I'm not really sure why. And you know, I went one day to visit her. I went to the front, you know. Said, oh, you know, as for Debbie, and the lady at the front, she orcish lady. She stared at me from across the counter and she said, "I'm sorry, you know, Debbie's not available at the moment." I said, "What do you mean she's not available? She knows it's my day." And, "Oh, I'm sorry, she's not available." So I stormed on, break into this door, upset. I hear a voice on the other side. This little gnome fella, blade in hand, and Debbie's throat slit. He runs out of the window, breaks out of the window, too big for me. I run to the front, try to find him. Stealthy little fella, I couldn't find him. Still never know if I ever will. One day I will find him and I will make him pay for what he's done. I held Debbie's corpse in my hand and I buried her that day. Tears all over her corpse. I don't know if I'll ever fall in love again, fellas.
Atone looks back and he goes, "Well, what was her rate? What does he owe exactly?"
It's a joke to you, mate. How do you not know what Debbie charged? Honor's just weeping slowly as he walks on and just incomprehensible weeping. Like there's an accent in the weep and there's no reason why.
Fantastic. I love it. After an hour of following signs through the tunnels.
God, I actually think I need to highlight that and send that to a friend of mine.
Talking about his lost love, Debbie. You make a notice roll for me.
I believe Atone is leading.
Yeah, Atone, make a notice roll for me.
It's a good roll.
You notice up ahead.
Oh shit, this is gonna be so hard to fight for Anders. Holy hell.
1 sec while
I literally think I'm going to clip that like right now before I forget potentially.
are you able to?
Because I
see
have
that
to
token?
send that to a friend.
The gazer, yes.
A baby beholder.
Perfect.
Oh no, dude.
Seems like Xanathar has had some kids.
Do we know that Xanathar is a beholder? I don't
Game
remember
four.
being told that.
There are rumors of, but
Do I watch
would also
anime?
be
unknown.
I mean, I have watched some anime.
uh,
Oh dear God.
It looks
I've
like he
watched
just had
some
a
anime.
Really
Do I
rough,
watch it often?
Sour
No.
Patch Kid. And he's like,
I don't watch any TV or really any sort of media that's not like YouTube or anything. Super that often.
so after an hour of following signs through the tunnels, you sorry, I'm just rewording this for the map. You see a floating spherical grapefruit-sized creature with a bulging central eye and 4 stumpy eye stalks. It bares its teeth at you. And we draw initiative.
Debbie's not available at the moment. I said, what? Son. I held Debbie's corpse in my hand. Right?
Magic card time.
How do you not know what Debbie charged?
Deal to all.
Oh yeah, we actually have to pull that one up ourselves. Looks like Anders gets to go first.
Joker? Or was that a Jack?
That's a Jack.
Jack.
Looks like you're the Joker in that one.
Oh,
Gaga! All right. Damn, I wish it was a Joker. I would like to hold my action.
You can hold your action.
But it's not quite the same as with a Joker, correct?
Correct. So holding your action on a card that is not a Joker, you can come in between turns, but in order to interrupt somebody, you need to make an opposed agility roll. Their agility versus yours. Whichever is the higher value goes first. And of course, for example, if you're coming in during or before one of your allies' turns, they can just forego the roll and let you go first, if they so choose.
Gotcha. So this is just so narrow that I'm not going to be able to pass, correct?
You're able to pass your
See you
own
later, Matt.
allies.
Thank you for the compliment on the accent.
And
I'm still working on it real hard.
Small enough that you would be able to get around the gazer as well. Hey, Akitas, how do I change the size of the thing?
Should be shift scroll.
Shift scroll spins him.
Then
Control
control scroll.
You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby.
Right, round, round, round.
All right. So, Anders, you are up first. You are able to push past your allies and even the gazer, as it is only about the size of a grapefruit. And it floats above the water, which is about a foot deep of water and sewage.
Would Anders know anything about what gazers do?
Make a common knowledge roll.
That's kind of what I was thinking, and that's terrifying to me. I am clueless.
Right. You know that it has eyes and teeth.
Truth, which means I kill it. Let's go. All right. I gotta run because unfortunately my piece is 6. And I'm also going to swing, so I'm going to take the penalty to the swing.
Okay.
So I will be Zaw. And then... Wait. I thought the mini one... Oh, it does. Combat and longsword. Oh, I need to do the -2 shit. I'm sorry. So 5.
That is a 5.
Oh, I was supposed to do it to the gazer. Sorry, it's been a couple weeks. I'm sorry.
Right. Nope, it's perfectly acceptable.
Is an
its period
Abby
is a
talking?
6.
Abby talks.
Ooh, nice.
She's
So
just
if
quiet.
you would like to spend... Well, he missed because he didn't take his multi-action penalty on the die roll there.
Yeah, I did miss.
So, if you would like to spend one of your billion bennies...
I would, in fact.
Reason to get it.
All right. Good God, man. We're... I also didn't even put my penalty because I still have to take the multi-action penalty, correct?
Yeah, so go ahead and click that action button down there to bring it up to 2. Also, go ahead and target the gazer.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I could just do it with the actions. Okay.
Yeah, you can...
Gotcha. Perfect. And then target gazer. All right, did it correctly this time. Didn't matter,
did.
but I did it correctly.
Correct.
No, I mean, the frustration of Anders knows no bounds. He would keep swinging. Holy shit.
Do you get a penalty for every extra swing you make?
This is the
he's
same
not making
swing.
Extra swings,
Oh.
it's the same swing.
Yeah, I'm just
okay.
retrying the same swing and doing
He keeps
horrible.
changing his mind.
That one was
mid-swing.
purely upset, and it didn't matter. I don't care. I'm spending the last one. We're literally going all in because I can't hit a single time on this gazer. I'm gonna go cry. All right, bye. Just Anders is gonna flee with his tail between his legs.
Debbie.
Tears in his eyes, Debbie, but he's just not even close to the gazer.
Oh man.
This is the size of the gnome's face. I can't get it out of my brain.
And I'm ending my turn with sadness.
Ooh, I have a turn. Can I fire an ice bolt at the gazer?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
without
die
hitting
for
my
all you.
companions?
This is an easy
Yes, you
way to
can.
die here.
All right. I'm going to shoot it with an ice bolt.
Let's see that 8.
Okay, Anders' weapon is shedding enough light for you to not have a light penalty, so make sure that you target the gazer, which you have done. No. Yes, you guys do have. Okay, go ahead and roll your spellcasting.
My ice bolt.
Okay, so as all ranged attacks, a target 4 is all you need to do. You succeed, and
Range attacks are OP.
get your hit,
in
so
this.
roll damage.
Shaken.
But is it stirred?
It will be soon.
It is not, but it is the start of its turn. Well, once Aurelius passes turn.
Oh yeah, sorry. Ending turn. Where's the button? There's a button.
There you go. Automatically makes that roll and fails his
Sorry, I muted Tom.
spirit check
I'm not gonna
to
lie.
get out of shaken.
I should have, but
I'm doing stuff.
I wanted to play my
You have
character
successfully
as he
shaken,
should
and
be
he
played.
is successfully shaken.
And how my character
he
would want to be
will,
played is he swings until he got that hit.
Try to move back, which will
He
allow
doesn't
Anders
gamble
to make
once
one
and
more
go,
swing
oh, I'm
against
going to
him.
cut my losses. No.
be
Anders
confident
rolls
in
and
that.
rolls and rolls and rolls and will lose thousands of dollars and leave when he has no money. Or he leaves a
Is
legend.
it still like Gazer's turn?
Anders, go ahead and make a fighting roll.
You said a fighting roll, correct?
Yeah.
Yay. Oh.
Okay. So that is still a miss as he backs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there.
A quick question.
Yes.
When I cast a spell, does it keep track of the power points? I can't remember if I have 6 or 7.
Depending on, we might actually have 9 because we were walking for a while, and you would have
Yes.
recharged at least 5 over that time.
Yeah,
Okay.
you would have recharged 5 over the hour.
So I have
So-
9 then, I think.
Probably.
Cool.
Those 5 probably brought you back up to full.
And then I
and
used
then
1.
you just spent the 1. So yeah.
What's up, Curb?
Sorry.
How you doing?
But does it keep track? Like if I do cast a spell, does it keep track of?
I don't know if
do I need
by
to remember
character
to
sheet
adjust
I am
mana
stubborn,
damage?
but if
Should
by
keep
player I
track
am
the next
stubborn.
time you cast a power,
Or
just,
by
Yeah.
character design, he is
it
stubborn.
should keep track though.
He
Okay.
was originally stubborn, and I think I might have gotten rid of
That is
it.
the end of the Gazer's turn, as he is still shaken. Abby.
I will slide up here.
I guess
Tapping
Ruthless or Clueless would
Akitas
kind of make sense.
and
Not yet. Very soon, though.
Atone. What am I gonna boost on them?
Who's the accuracy of Anders?
Anders is too far away. I am very slow. I'm
Abby
going
is
to.
very slow.
So I'm going to boost this so that I am able to hit bolt and give them the hurry so they get a +2 to pace. And I guess I'll just boost. I'll do
Interesting.
fighting on both of them. So that's going to cost me a total of +1, +1, whatever. It's like 4. Unless I fail to cast it, which I do, so.
Yeah, but
Benny,
I mean that's entirely up to Riven's discretion. If he doesn't feel it, that's okay. Because I don't
So
want
yeah,
it to be,
you
well, I play it on character using my 4 bennies, so you should give me a
get
benny back so I
+2
don't
to
die.
your pace and a
That was on me.
+1 to your fighting.
A +1
I
die
get it.
type to your fighting.
Yeah. Sorry.
Which in
And-
turn also increases your parry.
And then I will end my turn.
Atone.
Tone's just gonna run up and try and get him.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Okay.
8, 9.
There you go.
But
you're-
you have the additional pace from Abby, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus the additional 3 from your running, you are able to get all the way up to it.
Can I get behind it with that? Should be, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. You would be able to land on it.
Well, I don't know about that, Tom. That's above board knowledge
then
for me,
I'll
my
just,
friend.
get here and I'll try and like get into its face and kind of use my club as a baseball bat to send it back at Anders.
Fair answer.
Hey, bada bada! Hey, bada bada! Hey,
What
bada
do
bada!
I need to do? Is it just a fighting roll?
Yes. Make sure that you target it.
And apply a -2 but +1 die type.
Correct. Right. There's just a run button, so that does it too. Okay, so that is a successful hit. No raise on that. Go ahead and roll damage. Its toughness is 5.
Ooh.
Does it go flying back towards Anders like I had wanted it to?
Let's see. What did you do for damage? Yes. It does fly towards Anders, but more to the point. It is incapacitated.
Do you want to
I
question it?
reduce my my fighting thing now, or does that hold
You-
for a while?
It holds for another 24 seconds.
So it's unconscious now?
Yeah.
So Atone will go up and grab it from the water, kind of lift it up, and examine it.
Okay.
Does my Arcana tell me anything about this creature? Or my research?
Go
If it's-
ahead and make a roll to find out how much you know.
Arcana or research?
Uh, whichever you think would serve you better.
Research is higher, so I'll use that, I guess. I pull out one of my random books and I start loosely looking through the pages until I land on one sort of page with this information on it.
All right. You know that gazers are magical in nature and usually are controlled. Controlled is the wrong word. Subservient to full-fledged beholders. Yeah, you know that this could have been a much more interesting fight had combat gone had it had the opportunity to do anything.
I exposit this to the rest of the party and tell them how dangerous it is.
Well, that's
How tasty are the eye stalks?
You could certainly check.
It was just in excrement, though, so it might need a wash.
Also true.
Roll for flavor.
I'm a lizard. I don't.
Welcome
need
back,
anything
Froggy.
Special.
Sorry.
And if needs be.
By the way,
Muted
it's
for
not
a
dead.
second.
I just knocked it out because all of my shit's non
I was trying to mute whenever I eat and also talk.
deathy.
Well, and
Lethal,
I
non-lethal.
try not to.
and there's a
Not too
non-zero
much
chance that it'll survive a few missing
nonsense.
eye stalks.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Aurelius puts up a kind of a hand saying, "We can't harm this creature in cold blood."
Well, it's not cold blood. It's in a river of excrement.
Of excrement.
Either that.
And I feel like having its eye stalks torn off would just be torture.
Probably.
But I won't stop you from eating it.
Dar.
I'm going to continue looking around. He's going to continue going. He's going to try and be sneaky and go further down the path here.
Is this entire... Oh. Oh. Hello, tunnel. Yeah.
Oh, there's no tower in this one. Oh, interesting.
So as you reach the
I don't know what that means.
center here, make a notice roll for me, Atone. Okay. You notice on either side of the circle here, two small holes in opposite sides of the wall, which you figure
For what?
arrows could be fired from.
As Abby gets closer, I'm going to put my hand out and be like, we
That's
know
not nice, Gerb.
should probably be very careful.
Why would that be fun? I'm your friend.
I
at least I
didn't
thought I was.
expect to walk in there until you approved it, don't worry.
The main sewer tunnel expands into a circular hub with a pair of arrow slits carved into its outer walls, directly across from each other. Two passages continue on to the north and south. A stone door
Like, I wouldn't want to beat you up.
is
You're my
set into
friend.
the back wall of a stone ledge to the west, which would be that.
Atone's going to. How long are the arrow slits? Is it like a foot long, or is it like a full 6 feet high, 6 feet tall?
It's the best. That's how you doing, buddy?
They're about a foot tall.
Hi, Ryan.
Okay, then he's gonna
It's the
get
furry?
close to one and
Oh yeah, that's
try
right. He
and
did say
sneak
that last
around
night,
it
huh?
while getting a look inside to see if there's any baddies in there.
Okay.
Didn't anyone teach you not to look down the barrel of a gun?
Why not? Sometimes they say there's something clogged in there and you gotta help them out. What's up, Michelle?
Just seems like a good way to lose an eye.
Well, that's why I stealthed him and did it.
Hey, so we got two of you know.
Well, you did fail that stealth roll.
I don't know that.
That is true. So
True,
looking in through
Curb.
this
Very true.
arrow
Great
slit,
song.
You do.
I told him I need one of those eye stalks in a minute. To place his own.
You should be able to see that if I've done that correctly.
I see a goblin or something
Correct.
in there, yeah.
Yes. You see a goblin sitting in a chair, leaned up against the corner of the room.
Yes, back when they lip synced and
He
nobody
seems
knew
to be
about it.
asleep.
So Atone's gonna like gesture to Akitas, who looks to be the small size again, and he's gonna kind of offer to put him inside the hole while he checks the other one.
Oh yeah, put him in the hole, me.
I nod my little tiny head.
So taking my hand and put him at the base of the slot here, and then I'm going to try and sneak over to the other side and look in there with my gun ready.
For what it's worth, if I'm allowed to, I'll extend their fighting boosts to another 5 turns.
Okay. Akitas. In this room, you see one goblin leaned up against that chair. To the south, you see a door leading into possibly another corridor, or leading into another corridor. You also see another arrow slit on the opposite wall.
Jesus, place trapped heavily.
I'd like to look through it.
Jesus.
You see another small hallway, and what appears to be a door.
You see an arrow.
Let's see.
Is the door supposed to be leading out to the sewer?
As this door, or from your side, you can see that this here is a door.
There is. They just aren't doing it.
And the arrow slit is big enough for me to crawl through?
Yes, Froggy. Yes, I did.
From
either
here,
one works for me.
Is there like an obvious latch or something? That
Curb in this, there's
unhook to
essentially
open the door
everything.
from this
Like,
side?
this game's very, very open-ended in what you're able to do. There's always a way.
And just to remind me, the orc or the goblin, he was asleep or awake?
Correct. Asleep.
Okay. I'm gonna go back into that room and well, if he's asleep, then I'm gonna
fighter,
morph to,
I guess.
big
There aren't
size
actually classes in this,
and coup de grace
which
him,
is
bite him in the neck.
another very interesting thing. It's
Okay,
not like
go ahead and make
an
a
actual class
stealth roll.
system. You just choose what you can and cannot do. Well, actually, there's nothing you cannot do. There's just you may not be that good at it.
Would you like to spend a penny, or are you happy with that result?
You really want this? There you go. Keep going.
Me and
It's
Akitas
worse.
are essentially the same person.
There
Oh,
you
there
go.
you go. There you go.
Yeah, perfect. It was
I am
perfect.
happy
But
with
your
my
your
result.
final Benny reroll actually worked.
Just spend all your bennies in one go.
They come back.
I mean,
It's
I
not bad.
can.
All right, so you managed to.
I'll just
change
won't do
form back
it. Like
into your full
I can
size,
climb things very well,
without.
and I can
stirring
spend
the
bennies
goblin.
if I had any to like make that a lot easier.
If you would like to make your attack, go ahead and do it with the drop.
But I don't actually have a flight speed.
Go ahead and apply the drop.
But multiple people here are
fast.
actually able to fly. Fireball, just fireball. Just flip your arms really fast. No, I don't
Your
have powers,
fighting die is still
Michelle,
one size
unfortunately.
larger.
Actually, I don't want to say unfortunately. I chose not to have powers, but
Where is the drop? Anyway, they're not seeing
An
me.
effect.
And I think in its simplest,
I'm
it's
also
like a
very
+4
unintelligent,
to
so it wouldn't be
everything
very good
you do.
anyways.
Near
it
the
is-
bottom.
It's a +4 to your attack and a +4 to damage.
Bite.
Did you remember your fighting die is a die type larger than normal?
I just selected the what I have there. I guess I have to create a new entry.
Sorry.
It's not your fault.
I mean, it is your fault, but in a good way.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's not his fault. It's his responsibility.
I'm just not sure how I'm actually
Time last
supposed to
session.
do
Wow.
that one to specify what
Hell no.
trait or
I
stat is being
very
affected.
rarely do I ever have like too much divine intervention in my games.
Okay, so
Sometime,
that's a
every
6,
once in a while I will, but very, very rare.
assuming I still have the drop or whatever.
I have to send this to my old GM. I think he'd like the clip.
I don't know if you do. Yes, you would still have the drop. It doesn't look like it had been.
Mama Bear,
applied.
thank you so much for the host. How you
So
doing?
A 6 is enough to hit it. Go ahead and
I'm doing
roll
well.
damage.
My rolls are ass today, but I'm doing well. This is the day I would die due
with
to
the
unluck.
+4 from the drop as well.
That's kind of understandable though, Michelle. They don't want you to be. They don't want to invest everything in you just for you to
So
die
I'm just
again.
modifying the whatever.
I'm doing super well.
Whoa, it disappeared.
Wow, you hit him so bad. The other one died too.
Okay, right.
Both tokens despawned.
They gotta truck on and potentially get your ass alive again. So.
Curious.
That's a good hit.
Yeah. Kind of quantum entanglement bullshit here.
I did kind of start early today, which makes sense. Welcome everyone.
It must be an illusion. There's
How
something
was
in our head.
how was Finding Dory to the few of you who are watching it?
Yes, that one is in fact dead. I'm really curious as to why both those tokens went away.
Aurelius, if he hears the sound of
I've actually never watched
dying,
Finding
kind of
Dory, only Finding
shakes his
Nemo.
head. His eyes close a bit.
I want to watch
He
it,
didn't
but
like that.
just never got a chance.
It's not a pleasant sound to be sure. Hopefully he doesn't get hungry in my sleep.
All right,
What
you're
do you
able to
wish-
see that one goblin again.
Yes, only the one near me.
Good. Akitas killed the goblin in the lower room. Atone, looking into this room, you see one more sleeping goblin.
He's gonna look back at the others and put his finger up to his lips and point them at the door to the southwest of Akitas. Atone.
All right.
I was
This
muted. I
door-
am having a good day so far.
Yeah.
How was your day, Papa? Hope yours is awesome as well.
And then if they all will go there and try and get there quietly, he's going to prepare to make a little bit of noise to draw the goblin in. And then when the goblin looks through the hole, he's going to reach in, grab his shirt, pull him forward, and clunk him in the head with his club to knock him out.
It is an arrow slit. You would not have room to get your sword in effectively, never mind your hand.
Ever seen cats underneath doors?
You are not a cat.
He is, though.
You are a cat folk. You have human-sized hands, not little paws.
Does hand can't be reached inside?
Pause, but not little.
I mean, he could take one lateral swing, vertical swing.
Well, what I said was try and get in.
There are just two.
Hook him, pull him towards
Mama and
the
Papa.
hole.
And they're
Like, I
married.
can probably get a
Well,
finger
soon to be married.
or a claw in the hook against his armor. Pull him forward and then hit him with my club, because clubs are just tiny sticks.
I'm
they are
telling
awesome.
you would.
Yeah, you guys are essentially
be-
married, but not actually married.
You
But you guys
would
are
be able
essentially.
to make an attack. It would be at a very, very big disadvantage.
Nah, you guys are awesome. I'm alright.
Then
You guys are
disrespect him
awesome.
while we come in the back.
The whole point of arrow slits is that you are defended, but the person you are shooting is not. This is the kind of thing where even the person on the inside who has all of the advantage wouldn't bother using a spear.
And then I'll just I'll point to the door, and then I'll join them to get to the door and try and be quiet.
Are there any traps around this door that I can see?
There are not.
Let's not wake up Mr. Gobby,
There is not a baby bear.
and I'll just stand right about
Not
here.
yet.
May as well join them.
I'm just kidding. I have no idea their plans. Their future plans.
So a lizard can fit through the arrow slits, but not a sword. Okay.
Tiny
You
lizard.
can fit your sword, but you wouldn't be able to fit a sword and attack with it. You could, like, thrust with it,
Not a, yes, not
but you're not
effectively.
going to have any form of accuracy.
Wait,
need
do
to
you
have
really?
A very good shot.
Oh, I had never known about this. How have I never known about baby bears?
All right.
Okay.
So if somebody else wants to lead through the door, I'm not exactly
Some bitch.
good at making
What are their names?
Oh,
I guess it never came up. You're right, but
Atone wants to check it for any noise making anything. If,
Tucker?
my turn allows.
Tucker and
You
Hunter.
can,
Oh, I like
go
that.
ahead and make a notice roll if you like.
This door in front of me, is it easy to open?
Yeah, it is.
Jesus.
Okay, I'd like to just burst my way through it and taste the air when I see the top of the stairs and see if I can figure out kind of what's down the stairs.
Okay. Are you bursting loudly or quietly?
I'm impulsive. I'm bursting quite loudly.
bursting quietly.
Fair enough.
It's like a starburst, but the candy, not an actual star.
The Benny for bursting impulsively. You see.
How are they handling school and all that, Mama? With
In the middle of this
all the
otherwise
COVID.
empty room is a stone pillar
all the online schooling.
carved with a small symbol, a perfect circle with 10 equidistant spokes, radiating outward from its circumference. In the middle of the circle is a smaller circle indentation that bears a passing resemblance to a lidless eye.
One's online, so
On the
one's
north
oh, that's
and
awesome.
east signs.
I'm
are
glad they
two
love
more
school. I did not.
Sorry, on the east, west,
I hope they get to keep
and,
that.
northern faces of this room are three more doors.
I liked Friends. I liked
the
going to see
eastern
my
door is
friends,
a
but I hated the
double
school part
door.
of school.
As for the rest of the group, you find a small corridor leading to another door. In that corridor, you see another arrow slit leading into that goblin's room.
Assuming we're trying to maybe stealth past the arrow slit
Let's,
and gain access to the
Yes.
door. Very quietly, that is.
Same,
Yeah, that's
Michelle.
why I checked to make sure if the door made any noise.
Well, I'm more
It
referring to
did
the
not.
other door.
Oh, if you loved school, then they'll be good.
Check the other door for noise.
Because you'll
so we
teach
can get
them
the
your
top
love
one.
of school,
The
which
tone
is
will
where they'll
go
get
up
it from.
and
It also does not make any noise. Your 16 on your notice was very good.
so he'll go in and head towards the goblin.
Okay.
Is the
And-
goblin asleep or is he awake?
On your final approach, make a stealth roll to get to him and not wake him up.
Oof.
Okay. You succeed.
It literally
If
was
you so choose,
3
go ahead and make an
and
attack
5.
with the drop.
Imagine he fucks this up on the sleeping goblin. Okay, so he's applied the drop. Now you roll. There you go.
Okay. That hits.
One wound.
Right, and that kills him.
Ah, they're goblins, so apparently they only have one. They can only take one wound.
Knocks him unconscious. I think Katone says he likes doing that.
Or knocks him unconscious if that's your preference.
Yes.
Okay. He is unconscious and lays on the ground. Or still sitting in the chair, however you decided to hit him.
I think in my
No,
ruthless
still in
nature,
the
I'd
chair.
want to just murder
Cool.
the guy.
I'm going to go and try and meet up with Akitas because everyone seemed to forgot about him.
We kind of can't. We don't.
We don't know the door there.
I don't think he opened it.
That's why he's going to the hole to see what happened.
Is there anything in this room here, or is it just the wall where my character is?
So for Aurelius, you are in that room there. You have found a what appears to be
Welcome back again,
storage
Froggy.
room,
Your Wi-Fi still
which
having issues?
contains, some rusty weapons, some old clothing litter the floor in this area. Seems to serve as a coat room, an armory. Looking through, you deem there's nothing really of value. Everything in here is of lower quality than even your mundane equipment.
All right. I will head back up to the main corridor. Where else?
Right.
Okay.
Akitas, you open the door, leading it into a small hallway with a latch, which would open that door.
Scrape. Oh, sounds
There
like
is
you...
another entrance over here.
Oh, that's good. Sounds like you had a good snack.
And then Tone will point his thumb towards the northwest corridor and say, well, there's stairs going down there as well. What did you find inside?
You're asking Akitas?
Yes.
Sorry, my son was talking to me. Say again?
A Tone gestures behind him to the northwest quadrant. Says, there's another stairwell downward over there. So what did you find inside here?
There is a short stairwell down to a small room with 3 doors, one of them a double door. Come, see for yourself.
Oh,
I
As the
appreciate.
others
I was gonna say I
down there,
appreciate the lizard's attention to detail. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
the others head there. A tone will say, "I'll be right there," and goes peeks around the corner of that lower stairwell to see if there's anybody else lurking around.
We should probably not be separating, but whatever. A tone doing his
From
thing.
what you can see, with your superior cat-like night vision, looking down the hallway, you see what appears to be a few beds. For clarification for this map, the tunnel that you are in goes under the sewer line, so go under that bit of water.
Okay. A tone will travel over there, trying to be as quiet as possible and check to see if there's anybody else that could be dangerous.
I check in this door. Oh, you did. Okay, beds.
Yeah, I'm seeing everything that's going on. So as you open,
Everyone's acting
the
so
door to
independently.
the
Poor
western
Ribbons.
side of the of this room,
That is like the best and worst
you
part about these
see,
programs. Everyone acts very independently.
finding the right things. Straw
It's nice
pallets
because
lie on
not
the floor,
everything relies on the
and
GM, but
rusty manacles are bolted to the wall in this room.
Do I see anything valuable?
Some rusty manacles and pallets of straw.
Okay, copy that. Leaving
Take
the room.
the moment you see the same type of room to the north.
Okay.
Definitely seems to be a prison of some sort.
I potentially may have missed it. Is that like a some sort of button depress in the middle, or is that just a pillar?
The pillar in the center of this room is a pillar carved with a small symbol, a perfect circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating outward from its circumference. In the middle of the circle is a smaller circular indentation that bears a passing resemblance to a lidless eye.
Which direction is the eye facing or looking towards?
The symbol is marked on the eastern side of the pillar, so it is facing the door, the double door.
All right. I think we should take a look around at all the other areas before we enter the big bad double door.
Yeah, it looks like it's potentially denoting something. I'm gonna stay here regardless and just stay on watch for it, just in case something comes bursting through it.
All right. I'm gonna go out to the hallway, the water, and go up join the others and see what's up there.
Okay. Atone. This room contains 6 tattered straw-stuffed mattresses and nothing of value. On the eastern side, you do see another doorway.
Okay, he's gonna go and look at that door to make sure it doesn't make any noise, and then open it to see where it goes. If there's any other enemies around.
Okay. Go ahead and make a notice roll.
His notice rolls are nutty.
You hear quite a lot of commotion. You hear one voice, crack, 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 but a lot of clanking, and it sounds like the person is moving furniture.
The hell?
He's going to crack the door open just a little bit to peek inside.
Okay. Make a stealth roll. Easy.
Easy done. Jesus.
Are you able to see the guy, or do I need to?
I see him.
Oh, good. you see a Duragar male moving furniture in front of a doorway. On the eastern side, you see two doors, one there and one there. He does seem to be taking beds, chairs, anything to that effect, and piling it in front of this door as he continues to curse.
It looked like a dwarf. A dwarf is in here.
Yes, he is a gray-skinned dwarf.
Okay.
He's trying to keep something out, it looks like. Or in.
Rowan is going to look at the others and then slip in the doorway and close it.
Oh.
Interesting.
Why do you bark?
I'll stand in front of the door, ready to come in if I hear anything that's he's in trouble.
Okay. The Duragar does not notice you.
He's going to sneak up behind him, and then he's going to tap his shoulder. And when he looks, he's going to shove his pistol in the man's mouth and fire.
And fire. Okay.
You're not gonna knock him out?
Nope, not a dwarf.
Oh.
Oh
Not
yeah,
a
that's right.
slaving
You
dwarf.
Right. You have racial enemy of dwarf.
Oh.
Racist.
Right. Loud and reckless.
Short people got no reason.
So you are making a ranged weapon attack in melee, so you are going up against his parry. Go ahead and roll your shooting die, but you do have the drop, so that will help.
Seem to have. Oh, there we go.
No reason to live. They got little hands,
I can't target him.
little eyes, little finger bone, little thighs, and
Just
got
give me 1 sec then.
no. They say beep beep beep. They got.
he is in the combat tracker if that helps.
Don't
Yeah,
want
it just
no
probably
short
Pulled him
people.
from
Don't want no short people.
boom. There you go.
Don't want no short.
You should be able to target him now, if you can see
people
him.
to live.
Right, yes, good.
Miss.
And then for a second attack, I'm going to shove my light club into his eye socket.
Okay, I'm going to let it go here. Do keep in mind, if you are doing multiple actions, you must declare that before committing to the first action, as there are penalties applied to all actions based on how many actions you have declared. So go ahead and make your melee attack with a -2 multi-action penalty. Okay, that hits. And actually, your shot probably would have hit, because you seem to have forgotten to apply the drop on him as well. So go ahead and do the damage of whichever one you see fit.
Does Aurelius burst in hearing the gun go off?
Yeah,
Do I use both? Like,
Well, once it goes off, I imagine he would. Yeah.
I would.
Yeah. What was your question, Atone?
because I hit him with both if I had the drop because it didn't apply. Do I use both damages?
Yes. Also, your shot would have a +4 on the damage as well. And because it was in his mouth, would have been an execution anyway. So that is
Jesus Christ.
enough to
Just legit murder.
kill him with
Murder's okay,
both.
kids.
So the Duragar slumps to the ground as the back of his neck explodes out from the gunshot.
That's not like you, Atone.
Aurelius looks very kind of frustrated, and he says, "Do you have to kill everyone we come across?"
To the one person who kills fewer people.
Then me. I don't kill people in this, not in cold blood.
Anders and Akitas, you hear the echoing ring of the gunshot throughout the tunnels.
Stealthy.
You think they're all right over there, or you think we have to go help them out?
I think they can handle themselves.
All
We
right.
have a door to look through.
And we also have a potential that someone's going to break through after hearing a gunshot, let's be honest here. I think we wait here.
Yes, let's prepare ourselves.
Well,
Don't step on the guy's face and go look at the door that he was trying to block.
that seemed excessive. Wonder why Atone dislikes dwarves.
So you're opening the door into the small room?
Yeah, I'm gonna check my pistol, reload it, and then I'll look through the door.
Okay. Come on, do the things that I'm asking you to do. Thank you. You open the door. You see a latrine.
Is there anything valuable in the latrine?
Did you say is there anything valuable?
Yes.
No. There is, however,
A poop golem.
no.
We suddenly went into.
Well, close. There is a gray ooze.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm back. Oh god, they're getting into trouble.
It's flying away.
No, I'm just making sure that the
Okay,
previous problem where he wasn't able to target the ooze before.
Looks like that ooze drank some Red Bull.
Haha.
Well, I can target it.
I'll go over here behind Catman.
Which does deal you all into initiative. And Atone is up first.
He's gonna reach back, grab the dwarf body, and throw it in the door into the room, and then close the door and walk away.
Fair. As you close the door, you see the ooze begin to envelop the Duragar. You figure he'll be there for a minute.
Yep. Right. And then I'm gonna look into the other room.
Okay.
I guess I'll keep watching this other door.
Looking into the other room, you see a hallway that turns south and heads down.
Take it.
Akitas and Anders, what are you doing?
Playing rock, paper, scissors?
I mean, entirely possible.
Yeah, until until we hear something that's jarring enough that we need to leave this door. I mean, we heard a gunshot and could assume somebody'd come out of it. So I think we kind of mutually agreed on staying here.
Okay.
Not to mention, I mean, my friend here also has a wound, so he probably is happy to rest it off a little bit.
Who's wounded?
Gideon says, right? That's the drop. That's not a wound. Oh, he still has the drop applied. I was like, what? I thought it looked like a wound symbol next to him, and I was like, oh, I just thought he was wounded.
I was very confused myself.
Okay, never mind. So yeah, no. Well, then he's just chilling. But yeah, either way, I think we're relaxing. Unless we get some sort of signal to come.
Or the impulsiveness becomes too much and I break through this door.
That sounds about right.
Also very possible, yeah.
Mining for bennies.
I was thinking more murder hobo this time. This time you're the murder hobo.
Don't make me dust off gift stuff.
I mean, if I was fishing for bennies, I'm loyal and ruthless, so you burst through it, I'm going with you, so, like...
I'm trying to be pacifistic, but I'm not sure it's working with my cat friend here.
It's only against dwarves. He's just a racist.
I mean, not wrong. Opening it up so you can see more of what's going on.
Pay respects, please.
See, this would be the perfect thing for if you created the walls for the dynamic lighting, because then we wouldn't know meta knowledge.
No, well, see, although that is fair, at least the way that I run Savage Worlds is there is a meta mechanic called bennies. So generally speaking, if, for example, when somebody made their stealth roll and it was a fail, if it was something important, I would have just told you, hey, this is what you're trying to hide from, or this is what you're trying to notice. So the meta knowledge I'm going to give you regardless. So I'm not concerned enough to do dynamic lighting to hide some information from two of the characters, well, from four of the characters, what I'm about to say. A tone. Looking down the hallway, you see an orc dressed in robes, holding a staff, who is standing over another person with his foot on that person's chest. You guys can see all three of those tokens, correct?
I see a G,
correct.
an F, and an intellect devourer.
Perfect. The tokens for Floon and Grimshar were subpar.
By the way, I can see Grimshar's name, but not Flume's, and I can see the intellect devourer's name. But not
Welcome back, Froggy.
Because Floon is not.
Cake sounds so good right now, Ariana.
Probably.
I love cake. I love good cake, I should say.
I'm going to assume that that's why.
Well, I can move it around, so.
So is Grimshar just silently standing on it, or is he making noise?
No, he is in fact making noise.
Can you hear this through the door?
You can. It has been quiet for the last minute or so. But you do hear him now after a Tone's gunshot, and as a Tone comes around the corner, you hear Grimshar call out, "Come on, then. You're here to save your friend." As you hear Floon wheeze as Grimshar applies more pressure onto Floon's chest.
I look to Anders and go,
Well, it sounds like they already know we're here. We might as well go through the door.
Yeah, let's do it.
Feeling Grimshar's gonna have 3 HP.
so if it's still my turn, I'm going to try to open this door.
And I will
Okay.
assist him.
That door is, in fact, unlocked.
Oh, then I don't probably need to assist him.
You could open it really dramatically by opening both of them as opposed to just the one.
We'll just 1 foot in each door and kick it open like we're in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a buddy cop.
Hands on the ground!
That's mildly annoying, but oh well.
Oh, I was kind of hoping we would keep the other one. Oh well.
So we each need a little pithy saying as we go through. Like, mine will be,
I taste the fear.
Like the rainbow?
I'm the best murderer in the city.
It's my turn. I
Is
get
that
a
a good
piece of 6, right? So I can move 6 spaces?
Yes. And if you like, as a tone moves forward, you can move up with him, so you're not those extra squares behind, as you already have quite a
Yes.
long distance to go.
My fight should be 6. Should be 8 again, right? That's
Yes,
five.
I've let it end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alright, so that means if we count that as not my movement this turn, I'm going to move to about here.
Wait, I just realized, who said Abby wasn't talking?
That should be.
Because Abby's talking the whole time.
And
Abby's just a
then-
dude.
I am going to
I realized somebody said that a little earlier, and I didn't understand.
Ice Bolt Grumshar. I don't want to kind of cold because there's Flume, whatever his name is there. So I'm going to target Grumshar.
Good choice.
I don't remember
And
who it was.
I'm going to cast Ice Bolt.
Nice. Explosions. So that is a hit with a raise.
So I just roll the dice, or do I have to do something special to it?
It should apply it on its own. So go ahead and roll damage.
My tip was to freeze him.
Right. Okay. So that hits. That does quite a lot of damage. That is a shaken and a wound.
End my turn.
He is going to. He'll take that. So he has taken 1 wound. Moving on, we go to Tone.
Is there any way that I can assist Abby in getting further down, because I know she has a rough time walking? Like,
You can take my bag off me,
The turn?
but don't worry. I'm not the most helpful in combat. I'm just gonna ignite your sword and or your gun and let you have at it.
oh well, then I'm going to run down to try and get there and call for the others to come to the door. And I'm going to kind of try and shoulder, like, full-on cat pounce to try and hit Grumshar to get him off of Flume.
Okay. So go ahead and that sounds like a wild attack to me.
It's more like a tackle, if that helps. I don't know what a wild attack would be.
A wild attack is +2 to your attack roll, +2 to your damage roll, but it does leave you vulnerable and gives you a penalty of -2 to your parry for the round.
Oh, I know what's about to happen.
So sort of like a more extreme of Barbarian's Reckless Attack.
Sounds like it.
So, what would I use to actually do the attempt?
That will. You should have a claw attack. So go ahead and apply wild attack from the effects.
But then also -2 because it's a second action of a round, correct?
Correct. So
Automatically.
apply wild attack. Also, make sure to hit the run button on the bottom left-hand
I
corner.
did that. I don't have a melee anything on my attack screen. Where would it be? I have my pistol, but no claws, which I have on my
Oh,
main.
curious. Claws would be based off of your fighting, and it should be a D4 plus your strength. Let me double check because yours might actually be better. Spike claws. Yes, natural weapons, fangs and claws, strength plus a D4 damage. So.
Yeah, I can't seem to put claws into my attacks with click and drag. It won't work.
Curious.
Oh well.
Well, not really, because I need to have it somewhere.
On there.
Welcome back, Arino.
I don't think my I don't think it kept track of my PowerPoints here. I now have 9.
As far as I can tell, it does not automatically track PowerPoints.
Hobby.
Probably because of all the modifiers that can occur. Like you can choose to short it, you can choose to have it do various random hoopla, and so on.
Mm-hmm. Is it possible to try to get my ice spells to freeze as opposed to do damage?
1 sec. Probably.
It's a lot of looking stuff up for Rivens right now, poor guy.
There you go. What was that, Aurelius?
Is it possible to try to get my ice spells to attempt to freeze somebody rather than do damage? Or is that kind of just like it happens? No control over it?
It kind of happens. So,
okay.
Basically what I'm going with, because that was your goal from your last attack, not only did you do the damage, but Grimshar is going to be slowed effectively.
Okay, because like Aurelius, he doesn't want to kill people per se, unless he absolutely has to. So if he uses his ice spell to freeze, he'd prefer that. So like kind of freeze them so they can't attack.
For what it's worth, there is the Hinder modifier, which is a +1 power point that reduces pace by -2, and the Fatigue, which costs 2. It just triggers a level of fatigue, but it cannot be lethal levels of fatigue.
Interesting.
Did I do everything right?
You would have.
Yes. Damage, good. Ready?
Next.
go back. I tried to tackle them all.
Right. Give me 1 sec. He is going to try to soak that. So
As the DM does get his own pool of bennies too.
I get 1 Benny per player, plus all of my wild cards also have 2 Bennies of their own.
And since Scrimshar is still standing, he's presumably a wild card.
He's got a name. He's probably a wild card.
Yes, this guy is a wild card. He will fail his soak roll and take that. As a tone leaps through the air, go ahead and describe your tackle as you knock him to the ground.
So about like halfway there, he goes on all fours and just goes full tiger version, and then jumps and he lands with his back feet first to push his chest off and scratch him, and then he swipes at his head with his front claws as we tumble through the air.
Okay. So you knock him prone onto the ground.
And hopefully I'm on him wherever it was.
Hopefully you are what?
Top of him, because we tumbled through the air. And
Yeah.
kind of like a cat, he's all over him.
Yeah. So you have pinned him to the ground, much like a scene out of Lion King.
Love of the king.
Do you feel the love tonight?
No, you must be prepared.
Go ahead and end your turn. Right. Anders.
Anders gonna break through the door, which you already discussed was unlocked. So I'm assuming it's just already open, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're able to push it open aggressively if you so choose. In front of you, you see a small brain with 4 legs.
I'm not gonna lie, you stole the words out of my mouth. Who said it's a brain with legs, and I'm gonna swing at it. With absolutely, that was already the plan, but you know it's all good.
Okay.
I'm happy to steal from you, Rivens. It's a pleasure and an honor.
Well, that's pretty much what it is. It's a brain and it has legs on it. So
It's a brain with legs. There's not much more to say about it.
I mean, some people might actually know what it is. There's 0 chance. I mean, I didn't even know what a gazer was. And for damage, there we go.
Oh.
All right.
nice.
I will try to soak that as well.
Little shit.
DM's getting desperate.
No.
Luckily, DM's not rolling well.
Yeah, I never do. You'll note I haven't exactly rolled a lot of dice this session. You managed to incapacitate it.
Let's go. Let's go.
A lot less durable than in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, no shit. To be fair, they gave it to you at level 1, right? Like,
I mean, that's true.
Everything's terrifying at level 1.
Akitas.
I mean, technically, we're still level 1.
Ooh. A delicacy walking on the ground.
Jesus.
This would allow you to eat, because that's not a prison.
I'm going to take some bites out of the brain.
All right. There is no resistance, as it is incapacitated entirely.
And delicious.
And delicious.
Who needs to finish the fight?
It has
We've
one
got
enemy.
Food.
It's giant lizards.
Well,
Right.
So I'll just drop my bag right there, waddle up to Aurelius, and
Waddle.
give him a... whatever. try to give him a boost to his spellcasting. I think I grabbed the right one. Hey, you get a +2 die size.
Nice. So that would be a
So-
D10 for an ice bolt.
Your dice are huge.
Nice, nice.
And then end turn.
All right. Grumshar is pinned and shaken, so he remains shaken. He will spend one of his bennies.
Oof.
Oh, it's the second, right? Wild characters only get 2.
He
Oh,
also
wow.
just has his own personal pool of 5.
Oh,
Correct.
lovely.
Oh yeah, there's fucking 5 of you. I only had 4, and I haven't actually given him his, because I don't know how, but he has 2. I've spent 2 of my own and 0 of his. He will spend 1 of his bennies to become not shaken.
But he's still stirred, right?
But he is in fact still stirred under the Tiger Man, under the Tiger Man's.
Stir him
weight.
order.
Let's see, what can he do here? Not a whole bunch in this case. He's going to place his hand on your chest, Atone.
I don't like where this is going. Bad touch, bad touch.
It is in fact a bad touch, as he is going to cast Burning Hands.
Oh, shoot.
Atone, don't consent to it.
But he is effectively just casting it straight up, so it only affects you. He has succeeded.
Oh.
Can you feel?
You're gonna stink, Rumchar.
Unharmed. What?
For 7 fire damage, causing you no effective harm, as you are a tough tiger.
What is your parry and toughness?
If you look in the top left, you can see it. His is a parry of 6 and toughness of 9.
Well, that's pretty good. Wow.
Oh, that's what those mean. Neat.
Yeah.
That will end his turn, bringing us back up to Atone.
So Atone is going to. He's off of F Boy, right? He's off the fuck.
Yes.
Um,
In fact, Floon would have been able to move away from the immediate combat.
So Atone is going to, like, after he pats off some of the heat off his shoulder, off his chest, he's gonna kind of reach down and like clamp onto the dude's shoulders and headbutt him to try and not.
All right. Go ahead and just roll for your claw attack.
Is there any way I can make him do a test? I don't understand how tests are, but I have faint, and I want to use it. I haven't used it yet.
Right. So tests are things that you're trying to outsmart or out agility. Or out strength. Like if you wanted to just continue pinning him down, or if you wanted to try and get out, you could perform a test to do that.
I kind of bend his arms in so if he burning hands and stuff, and again he'll burn his face.
I feel like he would stop using burning hands if he was having his hands towards his own face.
Yeah, exactly. So he'd be at a weird, like, elbows out pose with a giant man on top of him, and he'd be probably not in a good spot to do anything he wants to do.
Okay. So tests include embarrassing an opponent, throwing sand in his eyes, staring him down with a steely gaze, or anything else a clever player can think of to rattle his enemy and put him off balance. To perform a test, the player describes the action and works with the GM to determine the most appropriate skill to roll for it. So anything along those lines is what we're talking about. If the attacker wins the opposed roll, it gives
That's
them
fine.
either the distracted or vulnerable modifier. With a raise, you would also shake him. GM can do such things like a knocking them prone or something like that.
Okay, so what I want to do is lock his hands because he's a spellcaster like a fool at his face, so he can't really cast anything again. And then like taunt him to be like, "You're a really terrible fighter for an orc."
Okay.
that
So
grapple?
those two things would be two different actions. So
Mostly it's the face thing, so he can't cast again without hurting himself.
if you just want to hold his hands and control that aspect of him, it will be an opposed strength test. So you would gain any advantages off of tests versus his strength.
Okay,
If you
so
also wanted to intimidate him, you could try that as well. It would just be both actions at a -2.
so with feint, it says I can make him use a smarts roll as opposed to an agility roll to resist.
Okay. Let me look at specifically your edge.
I get the feeling this
Right.
might be a case where that's a bad call.
When performing a test with the fighting skill, and you're trying to hold him. Okay, we can make that argument. Make him.
Yeah, I feel like if he's a spellcaster, there is a chance his smarts are higher than his agility, regardless.
I mean, that's
Oh, yeah,
also
that's right.
Oh yeah, I just saw orc and was like, oh, he's probably not.
He must be
well.
stupid.
true.
I respect it though.
So I will leave it up to you. His smarts is a D8 and his strength is a D6.
I'll be doing the strength check then.
Okay. So you're just trying to hold his hands at his face. So go ahead and make a strength roll.
Oh God.
11 is the target number for his strength to beat, which he does not. So
Oh
you
my
managed
God,
to,
Ribbons rolls so bad at
hold
all
both of his
times. I feel
hands,
so bad for him.
against his own face.
As I'm doing that, I'm gonna be like, you might want to give up.
Okay. Wow, he's on bottom of initiative again.
Poor Crumb.
I don't technically have initiative, but it looks like me next on order.
Yeah, and stopped everything. Like the initiative tracker.
There we go. I was gonna say, I was like, I think it's supposed to be me.
Yeah, there's a.
I'm gonna keep using this as a free action. Should I kill him?
There we go.
What do you think, boys?
Here in this instance, no.
I'd rather you didn't.
Tone, what are you thinking?
But Toad's gonna look up and in the full, because he's a fully arrogant person, he's gonna grin and be like, "Why would you bother?"
Oh, you're no fun. So I'm gonna intentionally do non-lethal damage with my attack.
Okay.
Which is feels bad. But I'm more loyal than I am relentless. Oh, I also fucking can't hit anything anyways.
Remember, my hero, my guy, doesn't think he's the best. He knows he is.
He knows he's the best. I'm gonna end turn on that. Feels bad.
All right, Akitas.
Yeah, I don't feel too bad because there's gonna be one point where he's just gonna get some random damage roll and he's just gonna be like, "Oh, that's like 14 wounds," and he'll be like, "What the fuck?"
And we're keeping him alive?
Unless
Some
you
people-
feel like doing otherwise.
Some people like to not kill people, so your call though.
I've heard 3 no's, which is why I didn't kill it, or didn't go for lethal damage.
To be fair, mine was laughing at him because he's a weak ass bitch. And then I said,
but
"Why would you bother?"
in your arrogance, why would you bother? Still a no. So I'll take it. I heard 3 no's, so I'm trying to be loyal to the party.
I'll keep eating my brain then.
Jesus.
Out and watches everything go down.
4 hours later, we'll finally kill this fucker.
Popcorn. Picking bits off the brain like popcorn.
I believe that would be the end of Akita's turn.
All right.
So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4.
I just want to kill him. I just want to get this
Flume
over
up
with.
and down, and if he looks injured, give him a heal. Does he look injured?
He definitely looks injured.
Well, we go ahead and actually target him for once. All the heals.
Okay, that is enough to heal him of 2 wounds. He is feeling much better. He looks up at you and sees your well-endowed form. Thank you, Bess.
That's what I do. Tries not to make eye contact.
He also tries not to make eye contact.
All right. So does that boost trait thing
Christ.
from last
Stares
time
at her
still
tits.
apply?
Yes, it lasts for 5 turns.
Okay, so if I want to fire an ice bolt, but I want to add the 2, it was 2 die types, right?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
2 die types.
So do I add +2 in the little bottom screen here?
Nope, that will add 2, not add 2 die types.
Okay.
Go ahead and just temporarily change your spellcasting die to the applicable die type.
I believe you start with a D8, so it would be a D12.
So to the D12 manually. D12 is this.
I mean, just rolling the d12 is acceptable. That is a hit with a raise.
Ooh. With a raise?
And you can just go into your skills, put that D12
Yeah.
onto
Oh.
it later.
Okay, I'll do it later. So do I roll that D12 again if it was a raise?
No, the raise is for your
Roll an
damage.
additional d6 of damage.
How many D6?
1 additional d6 for the raise.
Okay. Rather than fiddle around with my thing right now, I'm just gonna do it manually. If that's alright.
So that means you do 3d6 base damage with any potential exploding die.
You were doing Ice Bolt?
Ice Bolt, correct.
Okay, 1 sec. Yeah, just go ahead and roll 3d6. 10 is enough to cause him 1. He wasn't shaken, so that is enough to shake him with a wound.
Nice. And that'll be my turn.
There we go.
This poor guy.
All right, and going into his turn,
How is this man not
he
dead?
does not recover from shaken. He will spend his remaining Benny to get out of shaken. He will try and probably fail, as he now actually has a -3. As an orc, he is tough. He is particularly tough and has an edge called Tough as Nails, allowing him to take an extra wound. He is going to try and get out of the grasp of a tome with an opposed strength roll. So your target to beat, we're going to go ahead and spend a Benny on that and see if we can get better than 1.
Wow.
Well, that's terrifying. He has a heroic level racial edge.
That was a lot of dice that just rolled.
That sure was. Atone, go ahead and make a strength roll to try and keep him pinned. Your target number is 13.
Straight strength or athletics?
Your choice.
Thank you for the lurk, Angelica.
Do you want to spend any bennies on that?
Gotta have some, sure.
Okay, the 8 explodes. Would you like to try again, or are you happy just letting him up from the ground?
No.
That is
Session's
all
almost-
he's getting out of it, by the way.
Yeah, so he gets up.
Okay. He manages to push you off as he stands to his feet. And that will end his turn, however.
Hey, he's not on the bottom this time.
Neither am I.
Akitas.
So what are we doing with this one?
Knocking him out cold and then questioning him for later?
Okay. I will non-lethally take a bite out of him.
Just something on his Achilles heel.
Chew on his ankle.
I mean, you can crush his throat without tearing it out.
What would be called killing.
I forgot to select, but is that a hit?
Sorry. Yes. I want to say yes. Yeah.
Combat track says 5 parries.
5, yeah. So that is a hit, no raise. Okay, and that is enough to shake him again, unless you want to spend a Benny to reroll damage.
I'm lurking in your stream, Mariana.
I think that's not an edge anymore. Are you happy? You're happy with that, I presume?
Yep, I ended turn.
Okay.
You did.
So he
Alright.
is shaken, and it goes to Aurelius' turn.
Alright, I'm going to make another attempt to fire another frostbolt. I think I figured out how to make it a D12 for my spellcasting abilities. Hold on one second. Trade thing. Switch it to D12, which I assume I still have.
It's got 3 turns still, so the 3?
Okay, Ice
Might
Bolt.
actually be 4.
I think it's at 4 now. Ice Bolt at 12, D12. Is that hit? Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it says
it
target,
does.
target 4, hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll.
Range is always target 4 unless you're in melee with them.
Okay. Rolling damage.
Ooh.
Again, my attempt is to freeze him.
To freeze him, yeah. So, describe how that happens, because you incapacitate him.
I fire a bolt, preferably at his feet and arms, to try to incapacitate him and hold him still, because I don't want to kill him.
Right.
And it just kind of solidifies on his arms and legs, kind of restrain him.
Okay, so as you unleash your ice bolt, and it flies, narrowly missing Atone, striking into Grumshar as you see ice begin to build up around his legs and the bottom of his torso. As the cold embraces him and he loses consciousness.
Neat.
thus effectively ending the combat.
Yay!
All right. So...
Yay!
Someone's gonna tap the ice on his feet and be like, "Oh man, too bad you didn't use your fire hands on that, huh?" Then he's gonna tap his cheek a little bit and be like, "You dumb orc."
Well, I'm glad Flume's
Don't wanna
not
say this game's fun.
dead, but let's go make sure our hostage doesn't die either. Aurelius, can you... Did somebody have something to bind his hands with?
I mean, the ice that's holding him to the ground for now.
Well, that'll work, and if not, Aurelius can just freeze his hands to the floor or together.
Yep.
By the way, I taunted him in Orcish just to really rub the salt in the wound.
All right.
Well, if you want to give it a quick roll to make sure he's actually properly frozen.
Me? You want me to roll?
Yeah, just so his hands are bound to the floor or something so he can't break free before I keep him from dying on us.
Alright, so that would be another frostbolt roll, I'm assuming.
I would assume the dwarf is probably nothing but bones by this point.
Yeah, the dwarf from the previous room, he's dead.
Can somebody grab my bag? I get the feeling that the ooze is going to eat it in a moment. Alright. So just, yeah, I doubt you'll even need to roll damage for it.
Alright, I'll just roll it anyway. Well, I guess I don't need to bother.
Roll your spellcasting to make sure it doesn't
My
backfire.
brain just lost cockney accent out of nowhere.
Almost.
Wait,
Boy.
did you actually... Oh, fails
Oh,
to
but-
cast.
Yeah, it does fail to cast.
Damn it.
Oh, there
Dig
you
it
go.
again.
My brain
So
literally
those you do to
lost
get
my
rid of it,
accent
so
out of nowhere.
like-
I haven't done it enough to actually keep it at all
Yeah.
times.
Oh,
Yeah,
Anyway.
you're out of initiative.
Couldn't even
so
think
you
of it.
can, spend Benny points and stuff.
That Benny was to refresh my spell slots, so I don't have to risk shorting it, and now that
Yep.
that's the case...
Right, that should have hit. Number 10.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
10 is a successful casting.
Alright.
So I don't see him to target, but... Here you go.
Okay.
That's perfectly fine. Just
Yeah,
one
you managed to
quick
heal his wound, one of his wounds, stabilizing him.
Oh, well, that was an adventurous little episode. If no one else has grabbed my... Did somebody grab my back for me?
Not yet.
Well,
Uh,
I will...
Floon will offer to go grab it for you.
Thanks.
No, if that's a good idea. That and the dwarf
It's
go
just
by
sitting
himself.
at the corner of the hallway.
Yeah, but he was also
He
just
runs
at a bar and got abducted. I don't know. I'm not really exactly the biggest fan of him going by
Thank
myself, but
He comes running back, well, walking back with it. He is still sore. Handing it to you. Thank you, miss.
Thank you for getting it. And now I'll leave learning about what's happened to everybody else now that our orcish friend shouldn't die on us. But what are these squiggly things on the sides of the wall?
Taking some time to properly look at the room in a little bit more detail. Threadbare curtains hang on the east wall of the long on the east wall of the long hall.
but
In the
why
southern end of the room, you see a chair set up, almost as if it was meant to be a throne.
Oh, is that your little chair? He taps the orc's cheek again. Was it? Oh man, look at it, look at it. And he walks over and knocks it over. Oh no!
You will earn yourself a Benny for mocking an unconscious orc.
He wasn't unconscious. He was frozen in place.
I
You just
could
said it.
state that he passed out.
There was still pain involved in him going to that point where he had to give up on that.
The only thing of note is now his hands and feet are glued to the floor.
Is there more in this top right corner up here, or is that where it ends?
Yes. Looking around, you see a small room. If anybody checks the curtains, which I assume you do, you find a few more rooms as well.
Same song and dance, not really much in them.
Yeah, for the two lower rooms, you see more straw pallets and manacles bolted to the walls. Obviously, more prison cages. The top room looks to be empty. But go ahead and give me a notice roll.
Would anyone like to go with me?
It's currently
I will
laying
go with
against
you.
the wall.
Okay,
Since-
good.
I'm a curious person, so I would go with you.
And I'm also clueless as hell, so I would be like, somebody is... I don't feel like it's not near.
Should I also make a notice roll?
Go ahead.
As I figured.
Notice.
Anybody who went into this room does notice a hidden doorway leading into a passage that leads you to here.
Nice. And we can just fit through that passage, open that door and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. I look at this other door. Oh, I guess I can just go straight in. Nothing in there.
Yeah.
Right.
So as you enter into this room, you find a number of barrels and casks, along with what appears to be brewing supplies. Through the door, you see food storage, more supplies for the brewing, and a set of stairs going up.
There may be
call
some
back and say, yeah, there's stairs going up here. Maybe we should all get together and wake up the orc before we go and see what's going on.
I like that idea.
And then go and grab one of the the food stuff things, kind of toss it out, like a cup or a bowl or whatever, and then he'll walk to the poop water, grab a scoop of it, and walk down to the orc and throw it in his face to wake him up.
Okay.
Gross.
It's easy enough to go back and get some water. Once again, some clarification, as the map doesn't really layer very well. The stone tunnel that you've been coming through runs under the sewer line.
Oh yeah, so then I go west and go through the door.
Yeah, you would have to come all the way back. Akitas, did you ever open the... Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So you go back to there and grab some of the sewer water.
And I'll flash it in his face.
Okay, that is enough to wake him up with a cough and a sputter of the water.
There's a smile. Atone's going to be like, "Hey, buddy."
You're making a big mistake.
I mean, you're the one that's kind of shackled up right now, my friend. I don't know if you want to...
So this is Floon speaking?
No, this is the orc speaking.
So
okay.
Atone's...
The token's gone.
Yeah.
That's intentional? Okay, cool.
Atone's going to look back at Floon and look to the orc and say, well, lucky for you, we're not here to kill you. We're here to save him. So here's what's going to happen. Maybe if you don't go after him again, you won't die.
Why did you go after him in the first place?
My master sent me to get the Neverember boy.
And who's your master then?
Xanathar.
Oh, I keep hearing this name Xanathar come up. Can I eat him, please?
Oh, maybe soon. Of course.
You ate one of his
It
kids
was super fun.
about 10 minutes ago.
I was hanging out for a while, and I was like, I gotta get some sleep at some point.
And the eye,
I really enjoyed it. It was an
the
awesome stream.
Great Xanathar.
Do we know that Xanathar is one of those Adili guys?
There are rumors, like it said earlier.
Oh, okay.
There's rumors and there's something called intuition. The logo of the Xanathar Guild looks like a beholder.
Well, the question is, would our characters make that logical jump?
Probably.
I might know.
Aurelius are both above average intelligence.
Yes, I also have higher research skills, so I could eventually figure out if I know to look for something.
You're also just a bit of a nerd. You're reading everything.
I know. I'm also reading everything. I was gonna say, I also point out that this isn't the Never Ember boy.
Of course he is. You redhead noble boy.
So Atone's going to put both hands on his shoulders and be like, no, you dumb orc. That's the wrong person. So maybe you tell us what's upstairs and you leave here with all your limbs. And then he pops his one claw and does a line on his on the left shoulder of the orc.
You may as well kill me. Xanathar sure will.
As he rubs his claw against his shoulder, Aurelius kind of makes a disappointed noise, like he doesn't like the more damage or hurt being done to someone than necessary.
Listen, this man's probably killed more people than you've seen in your lifetime. Relax.
But he is not me. I will not kill a man in cold blood.
You can go back to the poop water if you want. I don't really care. I can't stand the smell personally. I'd rather go up to the brewery, but we're going to get some information out of him, or he's going to, I don't know, maybe start losing some limbs. Maybe, I don't know, eating the ass of Atone. Who knows? We're going to have a party up here, you know?
Atone is going to, during this, kind of open up his black powder bag and just kind of at the line, the cut that he made in the dude's shoulder, he's going to sprinkle some black powder in. And then right beside him, just flick his tinderbox and be like, you like fire, right? I wonder how this will feel.
That seems excessive.
As Akitas licks the orc's ear, he recoils before Atone begins to pour black powder into his wound.
Everybody who's scared of looking at gruesome scenes, there is a door to the obelisk, the what never eats soggy waffle. Yeah, the west. I recommend going through in there. Maybe find yourself a nice cot. Chill, we'll come get you when you're ready.
I reach out and stop Atone's hand before he starts causing all this undue suffering and say, no, let's not add to the suffering of the world.
Mate, we're trying to take away from the suffering of the world. This man works for one of the most notorious guild bosses in the entire city. You need to quit it with your pussy Nancy shit and get the fuck out of here if you're going to have an issue like that.
We do not need to kill him in cold blood. We can get answers from him otherwise.
And guess who? What we didn't do. He should be dead right now, but I listened to what you said. Now we need to get information.
And also, I am cold blood. He is still very much warm.
Yeah,
He'll be warm.
listen to the lizard. He knows.
I turn to the orc and I say, "What is the establishment above here?"
I'll go to the restroom. Maybe.
He tells you, some hovel of halfling.
And what is Xanthar's plan for the Never Ember boy?
He wants his stone back. Find dragons that his father hid.
I don't believe Anders a Town or Akitas ever actually mentioned the Stone of Galore to Abby or Aurelius.
Good thing, because the player doesn't know either. What do I say, what stone?
The Stone of Galore was stolen from my master. I seek to retrieve it.
Interesting. Do I know what the Stone of Galore is? Probably do.
Make an occult roll.
An occult roll?
I believe you had that, didn't you?
No, I have research and I have common knowledge.
Sorry, I'm thinking
Arcana.
Akitas has occult.
I do my academics since I am
Arcana.
Yeah. Make your variously assorted arcana, occult, and academics rolls. Akitas, would you like to spend a penny on that?
No.
Okay. Abby, you know there is a story of the previous Lord, Open Lord, having embezzled a large sum of gold and having it hidden in a vault, and having all of the people who were involved in the construction of that vault, including himself, having their memories removed and stored in what is now called the Stone of Galore. Aurelius, you know that that stone has the potential to, or rather, you know a spell that would be able to retrieve the knowledge stored within the Stone of Galore without having to shatter it.
Ooh, that's cool. Then I say, I know of this stone. Where is the Xanathar?
Xanathar hides amongst his own hideouts. That is not something for someone like you to find.
Well, I suppose I can use this magic paper I have.
Magic paper? He seems confused by the notion.
I have a spell that allows me to find people.
You think your scrying would find the great and powerful Xanathar?
Atone will lean down and whisper, "No, but I will bet it would find your family."
Aurelius gives him a kind of a look of annoyance again.
Chris, did you say? I missed that.
He chuckles at you.
Well, Mr. Grum, Have we actually heard his name?
No, you have not.
Well,
Mr. Orc.
Mr. Orc, what drives you?
At this point, he stops talking. Like he doesn't respond.
Whatever.
I mean, if he's not responding, he doesn't need a tongue, right? That's what I'm hearing. How about you, Tone?
Tongue, he can't respond at all. But this arm is a very different thing. And he squeezes a little bit and says, Akitas, what do you think?
Sounds
Sadly,
like a snack.
I have had all the sustenance I need for this day. Anything would just be excessive.
I mean, I got a little salt in my bag. We could keep it preserved and keep it for you maybe in a couple hours. Get a little, little nippy. You want some little grub, help you out.
Anders, I accept your terms.
I think he is restrained enough, and we will not get any more information from him.
Oh.
Please, Sir Orc, please tell me the information that we're asking for before my friend does something drastic.
He sits silently.
Well, I don't want
Tom.
to watch
Oh, when I
what's
say a
going to
tone.
happen. So, Aurelius, do what you will.
Sorry.
He lifts his chin, presenting his throat to you.
A Tone's gonna slap the side of his face really lightly and be like, "Oh no, boy! Oh no, that's too easy, too quick. You tortured our friend here. You're not giving us the information we seek. You're gonna hurt, and you could fix it by just a quick couple words."
I turned to Flume. Do you know where the Xanathar is?
Good.
Floon
I'm glad you like it.
looks at you and he's.
It's actually really hard for me because I
have
can't
no
keep my
idea
thoughts
about this
in this voice
Xanathar.
as
I
well
was
because I
taken
can't understand my thoughts in
these
this voice, if that makes sense. It's like so confusing.
insane
I have to
people
like decipher my
who
own talk
tortured
so
you,
I can
asking
say it.
about this
It's weird.
stone of Gondor.
It's meant to be so hard to understand, and it's fucking hard to understand.
So
for me.
a Tone is going to light his tinderbox and offer the match to Floon and be like, "Well, if you want revenge."
No, I'm not. I don't prefer to have blood on my hands.
I mean, I love blood on my hands. I don't even wash my hands when I'm done sometimes. You want to do this, Tony? You want me to? I'm enjoying it a lot. It's really cool.
And he's gonna put a little bit more black powder in
It's the group that
wound.
I'm getting more used to
And
because the system doesn't take
and
very
he's
long
just
to get
gonna be
used to.
like,
It's mostly the group,
Well,
just that I'm
our
getting used
job
to.
is to get Floon home. So you do what you want. But Floon, if you're not comfortable with getting revenge on this this thing that hurt you, we can leave.
Well, I'm not going to stay to watch whatever it is you do to this man. And he begins to follow out. During the conversation, he's been more interested as to where Abby has gone than what is about to happen to this orc.
Man thinks with his dick, not with his brain.
He sure do.
I check his belongings for anything cool. I loot the orc for anything valuable. If he's a spellcaster, does he have any spell casting things on him?
Yeah, mechanics is like, if I needed more to constantly brush up on it, I'd like read articles and stuff. But just getting used to a group. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Things,
no, I think that was finally worded.
He has a spell book. And if, as you guys all look around the room, you find a small wooden chest next to the chair up on the platform. If you want to search that chest, it is untrapped and unlocked.
I do that.
You find 16 gold pieces, 82 silver, and 250 copper.
82 silver.
Correct. 82 silver.
And how many copper?
250.
Okay.
In addition to that, you find 2 healing potions.
Ooh. These will be useful later on.
Doling
I
up
make sure to grab the
loot.
spell book and put it in my bag. And I grab all the money and the healing potions and all that.
Okay.
He can do us no harm. We should leave him here.
Darn it. For some reason, the big loot list went in one ear and out the other. All I heard was 2 healing potions and a spell book.
2 healing potions, a spell book, and less than 17 gold.
Yeah, 16 gold, 82 silver, 250 copper.
More than 17 gold.
How much gold?
16.
16 gold.
16 gold, 82 silver, 250 copper.
I had you. I got you. We good. We figured out.
250 coppers, 25 silver is... So about 21 gold?
It was 82 silver.
You're right, so, excuse me. 5 gold. 27? 25, I think.
Converting to gold.
All right, what are we doing with Mr. Revenge or Kiritone?
I say we leave him.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking the party with sense.
Oh, it's 27.
You've been reading too many books and your head's too far in the clouds. He's one of the most notorious clans, gangs, whatever you want to call them, in the entire city. And you want to leave him alive with us having mocked him, thrown shit water on his face.
We could take it to the authorities. I'm sure the
Oh,
watch would give us.
They'd probably
Actually,
take 10 gold and let him go.
Yeah.
The authorities will probably give us some sort of bounty or ransom if he's known.
Yeah.
I believe they do that dead or alive.
I prefer alive. They can ask me questions.
Well, I would comment, but I'm not in the room to comment.
That is true.
And a tone will look over to the orc and say, "Okay, buddy, it's your call. You want to come in alive or come in dead and go to prison, or go to the watch."
He continues to say nothing.
Okay. I try to alter the ice so that we can move him, but he's still restrained. And make sure he's disarmed.
Disarmed sounds like he needs no arms, right?
It's an expression.
Yeah, I don't need it to
that
be.
would keep him bound. Effectively.
I can?
How heavy?
Well, I mean,
How heavy
you
would you
remove
say
his arm-
an orc's arm is?
how
I want-
heavy?
Yeah, like estimate.
I don't know.
I don't know how big this orc is. I'm just curious.
His strength 6. That's AD6.
Probably a couple of pounds.
I mean, would I be able to carry him with
About
ease,
8.
or is he a little is he a little too heavy for that?
The average human arm weighs about 8 pounds.
Oh, I didn't know that. So there you go. So it's probably like 12-ish.
Okay.
He's probably a
Yeah,
big
so
dude.
probably about 12-ish.
Yeah, I mean,
And he
24
didn't
less
tell us
pounds sounds a lot lighter to me. I don't know about you.
So, I think I can't remember. Did I originally seal his hands to the floor, or is his hands ice?
Floor.
I requested you
say
to
that-
seal them to the floor.
Okay. Well. I say we ice pick him out of there, and bring him to the authorities. Maybe free his legs, but keep his arms bound. Or we
The tone is going to take a step back, and he's going to suggest Akitas and Anders take a step back, and then he's going to look at Aurelius and say, "So you want to remove the inhibitors on an orc and give him ice boxing gloves to move him. An orc, ice-made boxing gloves.
No,
to
the
move
hands are bound together. We can use a rope.
Sorry, a sledgehammer then. My mistake.
Yes, we can also bind him with
Sure,
rope.
if you want to do it, everyone take a step back and let Aurelius try. We'll see how passive he stays.
Follow me.
All right. Does anybody have any rope I can borrow? I don't think I have rope in my bag.
No, that's on you, fella.
Hmm.
I don't need rope if I break off his arms.
We could use the sinew in his arms to form a makeshift rope.
You know, that's a good idea.
I'm a pacifist in a group full of murder hobos is what I am.
No,
That's part-
you're a person who wants to give a mass murderer an ice club and
No.
assume he's going to walk peacefully.
You are a
could
lawful
use-
good character in a party full of chaotic good/neutrals. Is what
could
you are.
freeze his hands so
I was
that
thinking
the
of-
palms are together, pressed
it
against
freeze-
his back.
Yeah, I could freeze him so that his arms are pressed against his torso. And
Sure. You go ahead, and Tone is going to move any weapon-like items far away from the orc as he clears a space for Aurelius to get near.
So, do you like beer? We could go check out the halflings and the breweries. Or should we leave that for later?
all right, I'm gonna cast-
I think we let Aurelius do this and then cheers him in the bar.
Ah, gotcha.
all
So
right.
go ahead. And he gestures to the orc, and he goes, "Go ahead, Aurelius. I'm sure your talking will convince him to not murder you."
Hey, you ever hear the story about the vegetarian and the rampaging bull? You know, the bull didn't even kill him because he's a vegetarian. Am I right?
Do I still have a D12 in my spellcasting, or has it gone back to
That
D8?
would have ended a good
by-
while
yeah.
ago.
That's gone.
So now I'm gonna go cast a spell, and I'm gonna cast Ice Bolt again in an attempt to better secure him from moving.
That is a success.
All right. Now that I've secured him, I gesture to the our exit at the tavern. And try to get-
Will be like, "Okay, I'm impressed," and then he'll come and start moving the orc towards the door.
I offer no help.
Right. Which exit are you taking?
up to the tavern.
All right. So you're heading up the northeast, correct?
Yes.
Right. So as you exit through those stairs, you find yourself not in a tavern, but in a home, a halfling's dwelling. You see everybody here, or everybody who was in the house, seems to have left in a rush. There's a pot of stew cooking over the fire. A few bowls on the table that seem half eaten. Chairs knocked over. The door wide open.
These halflings better still live.
Or what? You're gonna write an angry letter, and then Atone will walk out the door.
Yes, I will.
He's gonna write to his local congressman. Oh, there's been violence. Oh no.
We could tell the establishment about the additional crimes.
Oh, I thought your people were always about down with the establishment. What? I thought you hippie types were all about fighting the man.
not a hippie. What else?
It's kind of the same thing, isn't it?
If it
Abby,
wasn't for...
make a notice roll.
Oh, please no. You're actually perfectly fine.
Floon seems to be faking his bad flirting.
In what way do you fake bad flirting?
A disarming way, obviously.
Well,
It seems to Abby that he's not really
Levy Pop
flirting. He's more just kind of playing.
Just... It won't end well, okay? I know what I look like. Just don't. It won't end well for you.
Oh, 100%.
Miss,
Jin, I'm here to murder. I'm here to murder them all.
And quite well for you too.
I will not medic nor murder nor not murder anything.
Well, I trust these guys well enough. I'm not a tiefling. I'm a succubus. You know what succubi do, right?
Suck? Is that that's first part, right?
Floon turns to Anders. I mean, it's right there in the name, right?
Yeah, it's suck you to like a bus, you know. It's like big and yellow. I think that's the thing.
Pinches my forehead and sighs. Whatever. I'm not interested. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm just having some fun with you anyway, miss.
Eat him.
Gets it.
That was the voice in the back of your head.
I promised Limitar I wouldn't do
He knows what a school bus is. No,
Anyways,
a concubine.
let's go find
I don't know.
the Fuzz. I mean, the City Watch, and turn in this guy and see if we can collect a reward.
You wanted to do it? You wanted him to live? You do that, we'll go find Volo.
Do you mean Xandar or Zolo?
Volathump is
Oh, yeah.
is the bard who originally gave us our task.
Hey, thank you so much, Rack. I
Rip on the
appreciate it.
last little black spot. Hopefully nothing cool was there.
We had no reason to go down that. Makes sense to me.
Hey, it's Owen. How funny would it be if we send this man in for the reward and then they execute him in the middle of the sea? That'd be so funny. And then Aurelius would be watching and he'd be like, "Oh no, he hurt him," and it'd be great.
That would be a waste of good food.
No, we say you can't eat it afterwards, you know.
I lead the orc out of the establishment and head towards the City Watch building.
Unfortunately,
Go ahead.
unfortunately, the funeral rites inside this city are very particular.
As long as it's a funeral, it's right, though. So you know, it's like right in the name, just like succubus.
Ha ha ha! That was humorous.
A tone will look
This
over
is
his
so
shoulder
fucking-
and just like give like a what to Anders and continue on.
I regret my life choices sometimes. Oh well.
I never do. That's the best part. All right, let's. I'm sorry. I'm
You're
having...
fine.
Either way, that's gonna be a wrap for me.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, I figured. I was like, it literally just at 7. Thermally.
So at the,
Exactly.
Beginning of next session, we will talk to Volo, gain your reward for finding Floon, and by that point, you will all have taken one advance. Before we actually come back, we'll find some time to get all that sorted out and go over the changes at the beginning of next session.
An advance, if I'm remembering correctly, is just an attribute increase or 2 different skill increases, correct?
Or an edge.
Or an edge.
Correct. You
Or
can either
one.
raise one attribute, one die type, which you can only do once per rank, and you are not able to like back increase. So you get one during novice, you get one during seasoned, you get one during heroic, but you can't forego your novice one and take 2 in seasoned. You can increase one skill by 2 die types, or 2 skills 1 die type, or you can take an edge.
With the skill thing, the increase 1 skill by 1 die type, that is if your skill increase will take it over the connected attribute, and the 2 is if they are lesser or equal to when they are done.
Correct.
Notably for me and Aurelius, the increased PowerPoint edge is also limited to once per rank.
Also correct.
Interesting. Okay.
Thank you for the lurk, Tom. Appreciate it, brother.
Also, don't forget, I want to turn the orc in. Either
Yes.
now or later.
We will handle that also next session, which will be in 2 weeks at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
All right. Thanks for playing, everybody.
Word.
That was
Later.
fun.
Thank you, everybody, for joining in.
Oh, now the real question. Which of my 3 advances at this level will I get? /R 1d3. A 1 I'll take strength, on a 2 I'll take extra power points, on a 3 I'll pick up relief and light darkness. Extra power points. Cool, it means if one of us gets hurt hard and the rest and I can't heal them within an hour, I can heal them without having to short the spell.
Nice.
I have to look at what I want to do. Okay, Jay. Probably more spell points. Or like more spell power.
I'm not gonna lie. So I was kind of confused what he was talking about with the second thing. He said 1 die type. What did that apply to? What was he talking about in that way?
I believe it's attributes. I'm not sure if it's attributes or if it's to
Well,
For
he's
my-
skills.
Well, he was saying
For
1
my-
attribute, 1 die type. I thought those were 2 separate things. So it doesn't mean each individual like rank you can only increase 1 die type of 1 attribute once.
That's correct.
Okay, so I could only, for example, go up 1 strength the entire way up until we get to seasoned.
Correct.
Gotcha.
But you can increase fighting if it's less than your agility twice, and if it's equal or greater once per. But you can do that as many times as you take ranks.
Gotcha. And I can't do like 1 strength, 1 die, and then the next time do 1 vigor, right? Like it would only be 1 attribute at all the entire rank.
I believe
Correct.
Damn. Okay.
So it limits your ability to just pump up your character pretty fast.
Gotcha. Cool. Thank you for the clarification.
Yep.
Alrighty. See y'all next session. It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Great. Have a good stream, Adam.
Good night. Thank you. You too. Hawkidly Dokalis. Let's go. Let's go game. I assume we'll be playing a game here. Listen. Quit it. Quit it, you. Just gonna do that for now. Thank you for the follow, Jen. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Hello. What up? I said hello.
Alright, let's go. Oh, we're attacking. Fuck.
Yes, sir. Oh, Adam.
Oh.
Oh,
I
Adam's here?
I DM'd you on Discord.
I know, and you said
Or
we're about to start a new game,
added
so
you,
that's
sorry.
why I was.
Adam at all. What the fuck?
I need to turn him up too.
Yeah.
I was coming
Okay.
in. I just had to finish. Hello.
Oh, you had to finish? What'd you finish?
My session.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna join?
I had a
messaged
session
you
earlier.
that we started a new game.
Yeah. I thought you said we're about to start a new game. I thought you were gonna wait for me for a couple minutes. But
Oh.
did you guys already start?
Yeah, we're in a match.
just started.
Rip.
Like 0-0 in a match.
I'll try to make it quick.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we'll let stuff up.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
just
we
have
can.
it.
I don't care.
Is it unranked or ranked?
It's
It's
ranked.
ranked.
No, don't FF it.
Why?
Mikey needs
I'm
the
watching
points.
you as we're talking to us.
Oh, fuck.
Doesn't really matter.
Go,
Hi.
go, 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 go. Did you close door?
Smoke. He's in cubby.
Oh,
Yep, got him.
on side, backside. Stairs. Right next to you.
Yep,
Nice.
got her.
I haven't checked backside. Nice. You got it.
CT. Go.
I am CT.
Let's
Oh. Fuck me. me to main.
That'd be main.
Jet, they're main. Yeah.
That was
She's
beautiful
in.
singing voice.
By switch.
Okay, I'm gonna deafen and then just
Fuck. She
whenever
just
you're
walked
ready.
up and fucking
Oh, get
Phoenix
her
let her.
ghost.
I'm gonna
I'll let you know when
play
we're done, Adam.
a game. Yeah, just let me know whenever you guys join.
Okay, sounds good.
Keep wait.
That joke's so bad.
Okay, so we're playing some Valorant. Once my update finishes, which is like a tiny update, but for some reason is like not done. There you go. That was weird. It keeps like going to completion and then not finishing. I don't know why it's doing this. And it's all good, Jen. No biggie. What? Ah. Well, shit. Wait. No! To play Valorant, I have to restart. Fuck. I'm restarting my computer real quick. I will be right back. Son of a bitch. That sucks. But I will be right back. And speedrun time.